Oh, well, late to the party as always. Hey guys, what's up? We are doing this a little bit early today for the FwooshCast live stream on this Sunday, and Robo's hit some technical difficulties, so I'm kicking it off first. So I apologize in advance that you guys are kind of stuck with me from the beginning, but that's okay because I have the new toys here. So we're going to be able to go through some new Masterverse stuff as Robo kind of hinted at. So as soon as he's able to get things on his end working, we'll have him come in too, and we can start talking about some of this new stuff, and it'll be cool because we haven't opened anything yet. So I'll be interested to see what's up with these figures, like right there on the spot. So I don't know, as soon as Robo's like ready to go and he's got the things on his end working, then we'll get going. So always waiting on this guy, so I don't know, but oh, look who it is, live and in person.
Boom. Technical difficulties. I'm having technical difficulties because I'm nowhere near my internet.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to deal with mine today.
Oh yeah. So there may be some freezes. There may be a couple of glitches. Just a couple of
right when faces are like perfect. So yeah. So this is weird.
It is weird
being in the same space doing this. I'm not hearing coming through the computer, right?
No sound coming out. I hope everything's working.
Yeah.
Right. Y'all can hear us, right?
They're like gonna be, nobody's gonna reply because they're all in on the same joke. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
What's happening, Eli Nerd? Ryder Hendrickson. I'm having to control everything over on this other laptop at the same time.
It's crazy, this technology.
Arrived safely. There was only a little rain. It wasn't too bad. It's actually cooler up here than it was at home, so I don't mind. My wife is
raining like shit here, but it's like, but that's okay. That's okay because we're inside talking about toys.
Hey, Quinn. Creeping around. I'm always creeping around. You never know where I am.
Knocking stuff off the shelves, and
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. Because every time I come up here, there's always something new to look at.
Well, it's been a while.
It has 8 months. Snake Mountain was the last time.
Yeah. That's probably been up there long enough now to collect some dust. So.
Papa, can you hear me?
See more figs. Yeah.
Hello, ever happy. Yeah, what we're going to do is, of course, everything is working. You're not using Windows Internet. Easy. It's usually okay on Sunday afternoon, or yeah. What we're going to do, we're going to open up some of these figures, and we know this isn't the best for showing you exactly what the figures look like because of the detail and how live streaming works. But we'll do the opening here and initial thoughts because we're both kind of iffy on this line.
Going. I never get to like experience something in real time, with being able to talk about it, because when you set up to take pictures and stuff like that, I mean, you've had a chance to kind of handle them and whatnot. So this is gonna be fun, and like gotta have the business face on. So it's like because some doesn't work out. Because
my initial reaction to the pictures from Mattel themselves, or the before production, or I was looking at them as kind of but the more I see, the more it's kind of growing on me. But we're going to do this on the live stream, and then we'll have full video. Looking up close. So
that's cool.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So I guess with these coming out, it looks like, okay, so what we didn't know was that they were kind of split between the two major retailers as kind of first to market offerings, which I think that was new news because Skelegod and Battle Cat are exclusive to Target for the beginning, and they're already starting to
they're already hit.
So we have those, but then the four standard figures, they're first to market with Walmart, and I don't think anybody knows anything about when, or that hasn't been revealed yet. But my understanding is that it's just first to market for all of this stuff. So I get the challenges with retailer exclusive types of things, at least at the beginning. But I think if you don't have any luck, you're going to be able to get them if you want them.
With it being Walmart, are you kind of worried about? Well, I did not so much. They've been when it comes to shelf stuff or peg stuff.
I don't have luck at either place when it comes to exclusives. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I haven't actually seen Battlecat and Skele-God at my Target yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've been to Target once since they started, being found, and I didn't see them that time. So, admittedly, I haven't really been out there trying to hunt them down, but. Yeah. Like I said, it can be frustrating at Target and Walmart around here. But if you have some patience, then
little patience.
You're gonna put that on a t-shirt.
Demonetized. Walmart and Target getting half and half. Oh, I have the Battlecat and Skele-God in hand, and they are great. I'm looking forward to the other figures soon. It's weird that they put. Okay, it's not weird. Maybe it's genius marketing. They put Skelegod and Battle Cat out first, kind of the beastie, bigger, not as familiar to our eye. Well, Battle Cat. Yeah, Battle Cat. But Skelegod's kind of a new...
like we're talking about him, and here he is. So he's
so this is kind of like the appetizer,
and
getting us ready
just
for
the comparison figures. The box is bigger because the figure's bigger, and of course, which I think everybody was kind of expecting. But Skelegod's kind of a new, not a wholly new concept, but something that it appears the show is going after to really push to the forefront, that hasn't been explored a lot, as far as like what I assume is Skeletor getting the power.
And at this point, I think we're all speculating.
I mean, that's speculating, but I think that's only really been explored at the last 10 minutes of the movie. When that happens. So this is it's kind of a cool thing to be talking about and exploring as far as that goes. But
and with it being exclusive first, as the show kicks off, when the show kicks off, hopefully it's about the same time that it hits everywhere.
That'd be nice.
And that's it's
because late July, right? Late July is when the show's supposed to hit. So yeah. So
what'd you say, Goji?
What'd
he say? What'd he say? Oh, it kicked. Goji King. It said something about, now that I'm up here, the weather is gonna just cats and dogs and destroy your internet, and
probably
that's how it goes.
We need sugar, we need some Piggly Wiggly.
That's exactly where I went.
That's so funny, because this morning we were talking about Masters and 2000X actually, and how I actually did have luck when that line was out, because I found Fisto and some of those snake armor guys at Aldi, because they were like the end of the line. We're trying to, I guess, kick them out to whoever will take them, in Aldi, the grocery store. And that was before Aldi was like it's kind of become a cultural phenomenon in and of itself, but it wasn't like that back then.
Because back then I had no idea what Aldi is. Like Myers. I still don't know what a Myers is.
I think Aldi used to be, it's like there were no name brand anything at that store, but I don't think it's like that anymore. So it was weird.
Skelegod's it's frozen on. Did it? Oh no,
a little bit.
It came back.
Yeah.
Skelegod's ankles are fiddly.
Well, I mean, maybe we should find out. How could I discover this for myself? It's like, it's not like I have this figure right here in front of me. So what do you think? Should we start tearing into this? All right.
Because I was
surgery.
I was interested in this one because of how different it is, I think. But I'm still on the fence with He-Man and Skeletor. We'll see how they are out of the package.
Yeah, I mean, I have initial thoughts, obviously, just looking at the other figures as they kind of are without them being out of the package. But we'll see how that plays out. So,
Fuzzy Blue Demon Meyer is a great place to find toys in the Midwest. So I've had good luck there. I guess I'm just well, Meyer's not here either.
No. So it's like maybe it's upper Midwest, or
it's like Ollie's. I think I'm close to one.
That's a southern
2 hours
discount
or something.
Place, right? Like, all right. So actually, he's not too bad in terms of all the little doohickeys to keep him in place.
We snuck on early because I'm going to do this, and then I gotta make a long drive home.
Yeah.
After this, I didn't want to be showing up at midnight. Even though when we get off here at 2 our time, we'll probably still look at toys for another hour or so. And
Probably.
Yeah. Torch that Skeletor. Pelargorn, Mattel samples. That's where you got He-Man.
Yep, that's where I got the 4. And I did... everything came together, but I did have the luck of being able to order Battlecat and Skelegod off of Target's website before I knew that was happening. So that's cool. Oh,
that means I have a Skelegod and a...
He's got stuff on his cape.
What a danglies.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. That's okay. Wait. Before I even get into it, I haven't explored it too much, but those weights down there make it look more natural.
Yeah,
a little bit.
That's an interesting idea.
Help it dangle a little bit. Oh, and it's diamonds on both sides. Kind of. I mean, there's probably a few reviews out there, I think.
Yeah, of him and Battlecat, probably at least. Yeah, but that's interesting.
Wait, why is that sticking to that?
It's not magnetized.
No, I think it's just sticking to the fabric. That's weird. Well, I don't know.
But he's a beefy boy.
He is.
And that's kind of the initial thing that struck me about these figures overall is that I guess I was just assuming that they're going to be the same scale as classics, but they're not really. They're pretty big.
Oh, I wonder if I have the shoulders backwards or if he just can't put his arms down.
Arms down all the way. It's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Ankles aren't bad either. But I do notice that the ankles go really small.
Yeah, right at the top.
And into a bigger foot. At the ball, it's a small ball joint.
Yeah, I see future weight issues, just like perfectly fine on the shelf 1 second and then all of a sudden taking out 10 of his friends.
But I understand the engineering because it's a smaller ball joint gives it more range. It's not blocking.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. My brain. Because that's full point down. The cape gets in the way. And then forward.
Yeah.
It's kind of a small head up on top of the fire. Oh, and it's got matching.
Yeah.
Is his head floating in fire?
Or that's just like his clown collar.
Shut up. We're not talking about clown collar anymore. I got Skelegod because Preternia gave the heads up. Oh, to order on Target?
Yeah, that makes sense. He's always on top of that.
Eli Nerdwriter says Ollie's exists in Indiana.
Indiana? Huh.
How do you guys think the show is going to go? I don't know. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, the little snippets we've seen
don't really tell you a whole lot of anything. And so oftentimes that, they set stuff like that up with the intention of misdirection, right? So
right. What time is where you are? Good time is always where I am.
Good times. It's just afternoon.
Yeah, 12:18.
Yeah. So now he has the same thing going for him that I noticed about He-Man and Skeletor when they were first kind of shown off, is that they do have small heads. It seems like in here, and I don't know, because I don't really pick up on that in the actual footage that they've shown from the trailers, that their heads are smaller.
It's almost well, you think it's maybe. Were they holding it so close to the chest that they didn't give them a lot of concept or a lot of finalized looks for the figures, and they just had to go where they went?
But with everything kind of being Mattel, it's like that doesn't seem like that would be the case. But I mean, I guess you don't know. Now, he does have, and look at that. So he comes with alternate hands, like grabby hands and then grippy hands, and the armor piece can just slide right off of there. But he has grippy hands, but nothing.
Those are some small pigs.
Yeah, nothing to grip. Right.
Well, we're getting that a lot from a lot of different lines. They're wanting. Yeah, look how small that peg is.
Yeah.
Grip hands just for options.
Yeah. But I guess maybe the fist also help, or not the fist, but the grip helps to facilitate the green fireball.
Yeah,
flame effect. So
that got broken.
I think initially I'm just kind of struck with This guy moves pretty well, especially for as big as he is.
What was it? 30 seconds of hand, Tom?
Here,
well, no.
I'll share.
I handed it to you so I could look at some comments, but it's still the plastic. Well, okay, how can I word this? The plastic feels metallish, but the articulation kind of goes beyond that.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, classics, because that's the easiest. I hate to keep going back as a direct comparison, but it's kind of the easiest thing to bring it to as far as scale and whatnot goes. But classics had its own kind of articulation scheme that this is beyond for sure.
Yeah,
double knees, double elbows.
Well, I almost maybe went to the wrestling guys and said, "Hey, how should we do this?" It's interesting that the plastic underneath is it's kind of a purplish, but then they did a very dark paint and on top of it.
Yeah. Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. I don't know how that's going to show up on camera, but you can see purple at the knee joint where it wasn't painted.
Huh.
And the head movement's not bad. Dumbbell joint under there.
Head pops off easily. So.
Oh, I wonder if it fits. What if you can put this on
the Skeletor? Oh, maybe we'll find out about that here in
what?
Just a minute.
There's a Skeletor too.
But it was funny, like trying to do a comparison directly to.
There's even shin.
It's like you've got God Skeletor and God Skeletor, and these are big figures. I mean, he's definitely taller. I mean, go back to back or something.
Yeah. Do you Skeletor take Skeletor in lawful?
But yeah, I mean, he's a whole head, maybe even a little bit more taller than what I would consider to be a standard classics size figure. So
how much was Skelegod? I think
$29.99.
Yeah, which isn't terrible.
No, it's not terrible at all for a bigger figure.
The paint apps are, I don't know, they're fairly clean.
They're clean. There's a lot of them, but it's not like super detaily. Maybe I don't know.
It's kind of just greens in black and
he looks really cool,
pinkish
right
purple.
There.
Yeah, it's got a kind of a glow to it.
Yeah.
But there's green at the knee pads and green at the belt buckle, and this kind of reminds me of the battle armor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
That's interesting.
It's funny that they're putting an H on Skeletor's chest. Like that, Is
he now the hero?
Yeah.
And the cape has some layers to it, and it's flat and it's felty, but I don't know, those danglies are interesting.
You know me, I'm not a huge soft goods fan, but that cape's really slick with the different colors and the layers and the dangly things on there. Yeah, the dangly diamonds.
From the front is when it looks like a piece of tissue paper behind it, but
on the back it looks
from the back. Yeah, okay, not bad, but we're not looking at it as classic. Oh, this is my Skeletor.
Right.
This is some crazy version pumped up.
Crazy new Skeletor.
So in that, I'm already kind of interested in it, or I was. But seeing the articulation.
And it's cool. It's funny because the trailers and stuff haven't really been cohesive in terms of, I think, what the show's about in terms of what they've shown off thus far. But it's interesting that they're kind of leading with what is probably extremely high impact to the whole plot and story of the show. Is Skelegod's got to be something, right? I doubt it's like a 30-second and then.
So you're thinking this is very spoilery?
Or maybe I don't know, but it's like you go through a lot to make a figure and a concept that doesn't have a lot of thing to it. But
does the cape have magnets? They don't stick to each. Wait, are you talking up at the top?
Oh, up at the top.
Well, no, that's a harness.
That's an old. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's got two magnets
up at the top. Yeah.
So you can have him without the cape, but still have the shoulder harness.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's too bad. It'd be interesting. Well, yeah. It'd be interesting because, like you said, the back of the cape is more interesting. It's like almost if you could like flip this part around so that you could flip the fabric. So this is facing forward.
I wonder if it.
You'd have
the
to.
Magnets that strong?
Probably not, but.
You
might be able to jam it underneath there. That kind of makes the front of him, because I don't display from the back. So
flipping it around, you get a little bit more detail back there with the colors and
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't. Well, okay, it works. There. And where's the magnets? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. That almost seems unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
But a little extra.
Yeah.
Playability. Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know, or displayability.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I would have never known that. I would have never pulled on that if somebody.
I wouldn't have done it until I started taking pictures of it and really pulling it apart. Right.
How do magnets work?
That's one of the great mysteries of the universe.
That's right. Morning, Adam. I'm guessing a time skip. Skeletor wins in first minutes of show, then He-Man needs to work to either stop him or something apocalyptic happens. That makes sense. Like they're actually only right now showing us the first few
shows like this and concepts like this. It's always having the bad guys be in power gives the heroes more that they have to deal with, and thus, you know, more story elements and stuff like that, which is why, you know, He-Man kind of got to go fishing and baking in the original show because Skeletor was never in power, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're right, Plasty. A little extra is never unnecessary unless it hinders. You know, like if the magnets hadn't held, we pulled it out of the package and the cape just falls off.
Yeah, and that was the only way to get it to.
Yeah, but no, that's actually nicely.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you can put it on back because I may put the cape on backwards.
Well, it helps they put this plastic piece across the back right here, and when you take the cape, okay, that really holds in there. I don't know.
It's got those two kind of clippy, the keyed parts in there too.
Yeah, because it has this plastic piece
that keys into the back.
That keys in. Yeah. So even when you flip it, this is still hanging on top of the harness straps there on the back.
Yeah.
So not bad, not bad.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I like it. I'm gonna be liking these figures.
see, the whole plan was for me to take the He-Man figures and do a full video on them this week. But you like
but that we'll get it.
I'm keeping them.
You can shoot the video on Monday and then drive back up here on Tuesday. And,
yeah, because you know that's just a nice little jaunt.
Yeah. Oh.
This show will be my first Masters piece of media. And that's another thing we don't think about a lot. The youngins. Or the people who weren't into the original show. You know what I mean? Yeah. This may be their intro into it. And these toys may be their first He-Man toys because of the interest there.
Well, and that's interesting too, because the original Masters show, I think it was into syndication by the time I got onto it, because Masters is just slightly, it was my like main toy line when I was a kid, other than Turtles, but I was still a little bit behind the curve as far as that goes. So I get it with that new media, because the first Star Wars movie that I ever saw in the theater was Phantom Menace.
Oh, yeah?
Because they were all...
You're right. They aren't magnets. Those are the rivets holding the plastic together, aren't they?
They are.
They're just keys in the body.
Yeah.
Either way, they hold really well.
Yeah.
You know what? Magnets 2-0. I came back around. Thank you, soundboard, though. Yeah. For clarification.
Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna like a Skelegod.
I don't mean anything by youngins. I'm just saying, you know, there's younger people who didn't watch the original show, or go back and watch the original show and see it as hokey, or, you know,
a product of its time.
A product of its time is a good way to put it.
Yeah. So, but you know, the cool part is that
middle.
Well, the cool part is that just, you know, knowing who works on this show. I mean, obviously Kevin Smith, but also I know some of the people who are, you know, in various positions at Netflix too are actual He-Man fans. So that's something that I don't think has ever really been He-Man's had as far as, you know, video media goes. It's like fans are kind of running the asylum now, which is cool.
yeah, and we've had this discussion recently, but yeah, it's an interesting time. When does the show come out? Next month? Yeah,
I want to say for some reason July 26th, but I may be wrong as far as the exact date. Maybe it's the 16th. It's somewhere like late July or late July.
You had to come up and hang out with the best FwooshCaster. He has a sword. Did you find it?
Oh yeah, it was.
Did you throw it away? Oh,
it's a little bendy.
Look at that. Is that the power sword? Is that the same one that comes with He-Man?
Tis.
So you get a power sword right off the bat, even if you don't find the. And I understand this is modernized a little bit.
I get it. The shape's weird to me, though, a little bit.
Well, especially, do you have the original power sword burned in your brain? I mean, that's your vision of the power sword. Or do you like the 2000? I
hate the 2000. Okay. So you better stop that. But okay, so yes, but it's even just like it tapers way low on the into this. Then
I don't know a lot about swords.
Yeah,
and I'm going to say this out loud so that people who know swords can go, oh, he's a dumbass. But this feels more sword-like. It's
than what?
Than a big broadsword top thing. This because that was just design. That was just there for flair.
Yeah,
I guess. Unless you're getting in, other weapons down in there, stamping it. I don't know how that works because I'm not a sword guy. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
You're not a sword guy.
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, no, that's not the classic power sword.
Fuzzy says Veebs bent his power sword thing.
But here's the
Robo don't know a thing about swords.
Here's the classics.
And yeah, there's a broadsword thing. Oh, I was about to say
I grabbed the other.
How many He-Mans you go?
You want to count?
So this is very, I don't know.
It almost feels like a short sword compared
to this one.
Yeah.
But we're also dealing with a larger scale too.
Yeah, that's true.
But this feels swordy. This feels blunty. How?
But how is the one that Kevin Smith is working on not blunty?
I went more for blunt force trauma. But yeah, I can understand. But that flavor is still there. It's not. It's not a huge.
It's not completely
departure.
Divorced of it. Yeah.
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 Hmm. And with this coming with the power sword, you got to think that does play into the whole.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the power. Grayskull. Wait. Did I scroll too fast? I'm a staff guy. I'm a staff kind of guy. Really? Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donatello.
Yeah. Skeletor, it's like his primary thing is always the staff to me.
Oh, yeah. Skeletor. I went straight to, I like staffs better. Donatello's the best turtle.
Yeah, that's true. We agree on that.
It does play into the Skeletor thing, his magic wand.
Yeah.
Or his magic
the Havoc
staff.
Yeah.
Looks more like a claymore and less like a club. That's even a better that's a better way to describe it.
But I guess that makes sense now for the grippy hands, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Idiot.
Oh,
I'm talking about me.
I know. Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Now that I bet, is it a tie grip?
I mean, it's not flopping. It's not flopping around in there.
It's like a giant has.
But yeah, I need the
power sword.
Yeah, I need to straighten out this. Straighten out the sword a little bit. I bent my sword.
There's for chicken. Oh, prophetic vision of the future. Someone shows He-Man, or he just wins, and He-Man Adam is the losing front of the show, and he comes uphill battle. I also think that Skeletor would be revealed as Adam's older brother.
What?
True heir to the throne. Interesting.
Instead of Randor's brother?
I don't know.
That's where 2000X and Classics took it.
Oh, yeah, they did, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. His half brother.
I don't know. I just feel like with it being a modern rendition, there's going to be some heartbreak, because they have to go. Because the original show didn't really get deep into, the bad guys took over.
Right.
For any length of time.
They talked about how Skeletor does't like Spoo in the original.
Those are hard-hitting topics back in the 80s. A shillelagh.
A shillelagh.
Whoa, in-person FwooshCast. Yeah, no, it's weird.
It's weird.
It gets weirder because it's faster to play on. Because there's a delay when we're talking to each other video wise, and it's hard to pick up on cues.
And I think when you're talking to each other on a video, it's like you have more respect for someone to be able to like get through what they're saying before the interaction is stretched out. So
and I don't feel like I'm constantly interrupting you.
Yeah.
What did I just see? He's also got a crotch magnet.
Of course he does.
Wait.
Oh, the piece slide into it that same way. Are you just like
you're messing with us, right?
Us?
I'm not sure what's going on here. It just looks like a belt thing. You're making me look at his crotch. Right? Just for that look. It's just a plain crotch under there. There's nothing there. He does have a little bit of
skele ass.
Yeah. So I don't know.
The dark hemisphere.
Plus the translucency of the neck piece, the fire holding the skull up and stuff. I don't know. I kind of like
light that up.
I kind of like it. But was that ever in question, though?
Yeah.
Most of these guys were probably, as soon as you lay hands on plastic, you're going to like it.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. We got the old crotch. Yeah, that's right.
The old crotch magnet. Oh, it goes back to 2014. We were, that was the first time. Welcome to the crotch cast.
Yeah. Oh, well, never. That goes on a t-shirt.
Look at prank. Got him.
Got a bunch of Tom Greens on here. I just dated that.
Con, cheap feeling cape, pro, skele ass.
Yeah, like I said, the cape from the back I really like it. And I think I'm going to end up displaying this guy with his cape on backwards.
Yeah.
Just so you can see it. So you can see it, because it's like kind of to waist with the his back to the wall on the shelf.
No, so wrong. How dare you go there?
Dang. Dang.
Okay. What's next? Oh, Battlecat. You know what? Even when I wasn't that high on this line and
there's no room in the frame for anything else because of this.
Battlecat was always the most interesting to me because of Big Cat. And I love, well, we'll see if I still love it in person, but they put the evil eyes on the mask, and not the evil, the bad.
It's a concept that they've never done before in terms of making Battlecat and his alter ego one in the same figure, right?
And I feel like it was always like the eyes were sunk back, or the eyes never lined up, or was there any with holes in the? I'm looking at it. No, there wasn't.
No, but it's an interesting thought that when you say it like that, it's like, because in classics they made a distinct decision to have Battlecat and Cringer be different figures completely, and this and that. But when you were like a kid and you're playing Battlecat, you take the armor off, and then that's Cringer, right?
Yeah. So they're kind of returning to that.
At first I thought, wow, this is kind of weird that they did it that way. But if you think about how you kind of imagine that whole play as a kid, it makes sense.
Between me talking about McFarlane's Batman 66 line and how they actually went for a retro feel for it too, this being a modern style, modern articulation, modern size, but still having some retro aspects. But I guess it may just be me thinking back to my big Masters heyday was the 80s.
Yeah.
I don't know. Battlecat was the only one I wanted from the line. Cringer. Yeah. And he's not $190. Yeah, big ass. Those wolves. They're crazy looking.
Those are cool.
Yeah, but I think in the comments I've seen, I haven't been able to reply to any YouTube comments over the weekend because I was driving.
Yeah,
but I think somebody found a site that 145, which is a little better.
A little better, yeah. All right, so dang man, look at all those joints in the legs here. Is that on backward? Turned around.
Shh, don't let them see that.
What?
Nothing. Pro toy opening skills. I didn't even look at you while you were opening that. I just heard it. I was like, you're awful loud over there.
Yeah, I get
what's going on.
Imagine, again, I'm going back to the Kevin Smith, an action figure based on his show that has a lot of joints.
Oh my God, would you stop? I can already see something that I'll point out here in a minute that I may not like. And it's the overall design.
In like the like engineering part of it, or the
Design.
character design?
Just the design.
Okay.
Of the figure. And I don't know if it's the way it was packed, but we'll see. Batman, or Mattel's 66 Batman is still the best, at least that I have. Yeah, I think one of the first things we said yesterday was when we started talking about the Batman 66, I wish I had gotten the Mattel one instead of passing on it at Toys R Us so many times.
See, the only stuff that I got from that line was Joker, of course, both his regular and in his board shorts version. But then I also got the Batman and Robin that you hang on the wall, climbing up the side of the building, or you put on the, just on the shelf that way, because that's how it was actually shot.
Right.
But yeah, that's all I really went into for that line. And I'm sad that I didn't get the Batmobile.
Yeah.
That seems like a big miss.
And back then, I think at that time it was, oh, I only collect these certain ones. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Or I like it and I wish I could get it, but I collect more. Or what else was going on with that? Was that classics?
Classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
DC
Hasbro was
classics.
kicking back up.
Yeah. Masters of the Universe classics.
That too, you bastard. I didn't even want that line.
So here's the big beefy boy.
You know what? It's not as big as not bigger than the other Battle Cat as I thought. I mean, it's bigger.
Yeah.
How are we going to do this on the same screen?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
This way? Does that?
Oh, let me get the... Moss Man will be the weed dealer. Now you started everybody doing
That's why it's in the first wave.
So it's bigger.
So like if he's back at his tails are lined up over here.
Oh, here. Yeah. So it's longer, but how about ass to ass? Right here. Not ass to ass, but line up so it's not the tail sticking out further.
Yeah.
It's not. It's bigger, definitely.
Yeah. These are bigger figures than
But you look at this, right? That's the classics. It's very classic Battle Cat.
Yeah.
You look at this, and is it well, okay, maybe not so much, but if you have the head kicked like that, it almost looks like it's everything convertible. Everything's been pushed here, and it feels like He-Man sits further back, which I guess, I don't know. I don't know anything about horse riding either, or cat riding.
But I think, I don't know either.
But with that, oh, well, how about this? Shift up a little bit. Shift this forward. Oh my God, there's joints in the torso.
Yeah, he's like
look at that.
Dang, that's crazy.
You
just broke it.
That wasn't a snap. That was just the articulation coming free. But that's an insane amount of movement.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh,
and then you gave away the
secrets
whole
revealed.
Secret identity.
I might as well take this off at this point, huh? That's probably easier to show.
Yeah.
It got a little bit of here.
Yeah. That's kind of a...
Cringers had too many shots. And that's better than I thought it'd be. Maybe not like that when it's...
Hey, guys.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? There's a mouth.
Yeah.
Neck. Base of neck. Base of neck is just hinge up and down. Ball joint on the front of the head.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Forward-facing pin for swivel or rocker action. That's not bad.
Yeah. And the backwards cat.
Yeah, that wasn't my finger. Put the kitty down. It's too much.
It's the ass to ask.
Yes,
Damn it. We're going to get canceled.
Boom. Demonetized. And the fact that Bill Drotreve will share his voice tickles me. I guess I hadn't realized that. Damn it. That's awesome.
Someone's got a birthday. I wonder who.
Better than the NECA werewolf. I don't know. Don't have the NECA werewolf in hand. Or wait.
If it's the Kessler wolf, it's not out yet.
Right. A little bit of looseness on that one right there.
Yeah.
But still, well, I got him kind of arced. How about this? Do you have Dritz?
Yeah.
You have Guinevere?
Yeah, just a second.
And I only say that because it's been a while since I've messed with that figure, but this... Is this on par with that, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. That was very lithe. It's very articulated.
But it's
The way they-
definitely got more torso.
The way they integrated the teeth to be sticking out with it closed and almost look like it's not articulated, but when you open it up, you get more teeth and detail. That's interesting.
There's more articulation in that Battle Cat.
Actually, yeah, because they put hinge and swivels down back here on the kickback leg.
And the torso has one.
Yeah, the torso has, well, one more joint than Guinevere. About the same neck, about the same head.
Doesn't have a jaw, right? Or yeah, it does have a jaw.
Yeah. Tail's on a hinge, up and down, swivels around. That's the same thing.
But I think you got more movement out of more range of movement out of the.
I mean, I was impressed with this.
Yeah.
Already. But seeing this, I don't know. That's actually, I was already excited. This is the one I was interested in the most.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of glad I have one sitting over there.
Yeah. Well, and I was thinking too, because this has been kind of a conundrum for me as a Thundercats fan too, is that Super 7 Series 4 has Snowman, but he doesn't have Snow Meow.
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
him. And this dude may be perfect to paint bright white. And you got a Snow Meow too, because I mean, you might as well go big, because a Snowman's going to be a big figure.
Right.
He's an oversized dude, and so
the green is paler.
Yeah.
The orange is about the same, but I don't know, like this. Well, that's a big ass cringer right there. Let me get the armor back on him and see. I was thinking in the style, it looks like it's not too far away from that style.
It definitely didn't do the whole crazy like floating armor 2000X thing.
Oh well,
for sure. With just like, here are some things that kind of clip on the on the feet.
and putting this on, this is like the original strap kind of.
Yeah, because it was just
that I hated in the vintage line. They break. They didn't hold tight. They always popped off the peg. At least when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I haven't messed with them too much since then.
Well, Panther I never kept mine on Panther, because Panther was like, Skeletor, you don't get to ride around on me like that. I don't take that shit from anybody.
I think if I were to get, well, I have one of these, but it's tempting to glue that.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was moving it around a minute ago, it was popping loose.
So you wouldn't have any interest in like the cringer aspect.
I don't know yet. I would do that, watch the show and go, oh, I like cringer too. So
was that your Bill Dotrieve? Oh, Hank.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen
that documentary.
Because
King of the Hill is a documentary.
Yep,
it is.
How does this fit on the head?
Oh, that's
not
nice.
bad. It's molded to clip on the ears, and kind of not so much the nose, but yeah.
Ooh,
that's not bad.
That's very nice. And it also helps because one of my biggest things, it's not a complaint, it's just that a lot of people don't really know how to set Battle Cat's helmet on him. When I see people's like collections and stuff, they've always got it way up high on his head, so like the eyes would be on his forehead instead of pushed down all the way. This keeps you from doing that because it makes you have to lock it into the exact right places to where the eyes would be on the actual figure.
And I like that it's a different style.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is. That's what I remember. But this, with the points coming down on the side, almost like well, I always thought of that as a ramming type situation happening.
You know what? I was prepared to hate the mask on this one because it's just kind of like, it looks like it's unfinished, like, or something. But I actually like it more than I thought I was going to.
And you know what? I do like the eyes being painted on the mask. That gives him Battle Cat eyes. eyes, even if they do go for Cringer being way smaller than this, which if they're going by the 80s show, then it may be.
Yeah.
But once
That's
again,
a fine figure.
the more I mess with it, the more it's like, oh, I'm glad I have one of these.
Yeah. And
oops, I clicked on your thing. I'm glad I didn't.
No, he meant the mouse.
Oh, yeah. Click, click, click.
But yeah, and now I've talked myself into needing a second one so I can customize it for Thundercats.
Oh, well, yeah. But the good thing about it, how much is that? Is that 40?
I think it's 40. I think it's $39.99. That's not bad.
It's
not terrible.
Not terrible, especially for what you get. I'm interested. Well, I'm happy with the engineering here, the articulation implementation.
Yeah, and those arms come out.
Oh, I keep going back to.
I mean, it
has more range, but it's also a bigger figure. There's a lot more room to work with here.
And I saw.
What about the rear? What about the hind? Oh, the hind legs are in and out too.
Yeah, and the head. I guess it'd probably be better to. The head goes back about that far. That's not a ton, but
not bad.
But I guess if.
How about this? Oh well. I just want to see if it gets sleeping position.
Yeah, sleepy paws.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad. But once again, these loosened off.
Yeah,
the straps came loose and kind of.
Robo knows he's going to be gluing those.
I think it was the original Battlecat when I was a kid. It always pissed me off that thing would.
He-Man's riding along and then he's riding on the side.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in for that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So
flocked would be hard with that articulation. That's a good point.
That's
Plus,
definitely
flocking is evil. So we don't need that on any kind of.
I'm already disappointed that Moss Man is not flocked.
You think? Yeah. No,
I'm saying that for your sake.
To hell with that.
Well, once we get He-Man out here, we're gonna have to put the man on the actual.
Let the man go through. Let the man go through.
You got all kinds of T-shirts cooked up today,
so good. Yeah, I'll agree. But these two were the ones that were interesting to me. Getting to the actual figures is the breaking point.
Well, and that's going to be the main, part of what this line, Masterverse line as a whole, is going to be probably judged by is the standard. I mean, you judge lines by their standard figures usually, right?
But okay, before we even get into those. Moss Man looks, just judging the pictures, Moss Man looks good. Evil-Lyn looks good. Skeletor, the head. He-Man, the head. I almost feel like Mattel is purposely going, oh, we need to knock out the secondary characters. That way we can reissue the primaries. He-Man, we'll have to make another one down the road. Oh, here's one with a updated head, bigger head,
because I think because we were talking about, I think the second series was leaked, maybe that was out there, and I want to say Spikor was on there.
Spikor's on it.
Spikor, after Merman's probably my favorite Masters.
Man at Arms, Teela, Beastman, and Spikor is the leak.
That's a cool second series.
Because I'd like to see Beastman in this style.
Yeah, and Moss Man's like one of my two favorite good guys because I'm more of a bad guy with Master. So getting him right out of the gate is. Yeah, that was cool. So who should we start with? Should we
let's start with Moss Man.
You want to start with Moss Man?
Yeah, let's start with those because again, He-Man's going to be the determining factor of whether I'm in here, and Skeletor.
So Moss Man is in series 1. I have no idea if that's any indication of like his importance on the show or not, but I'm really thrilled to be getting him. All of these have some really, really nice individual character art. And I'll just I'll put Skeletor up here just so you can see too that they're all different on there, and these were done by Eamon O'Donoghue.
Nice.
So there's a lot of care and fan appreciation in something like that whenever you get something from here. Moss Man, like I said, he and Fisto were my two favorite good guys when I was a kid because those were the two good guys that I had because my brother collected the good guys. And so Moss Man and Fisto were my two good guys and his bad guys were Too Bad and Too bad.
Whenever you talk about that, it feels
faker.
Faker.
Yeah.
Whenever you talk about your figures as a kid, it was a very shared collection.
We actually did that conscientiously because it worked to our advantage, because we could build stuff up, you know, faster. Because when it came to Turtles, I was the good guys and he was the bad guys.
Right.
So
and would you share? Could you play with his?
Sometimes.
Oh boy,
sometimes.
That's when it comes in.
That's when we got into issues, right? Yeah. But all right, so Moss Man is first. I'm really excited that he's in this.
Remind me when we get to Evil-Lyn, and I want to compare to the back of the package there.
Okay. So
art is very 2000X. So Moss Man is Groot now. I was talking about it with Wade Friday night. This reminds us of the 90s Swamp Thing toys. Remember those?
Well, and here's the thing with Moss Man for me is that I've kind of come to a place where not everybody has that appreciation for that vintage figure where he was essentially, where he is Beastman flocked, and he's got those side eyes and even the horn.
Yeah.
I love everything about that. And that will always be my Moss Man and the classics update to that. So, but I get that, you know, he's probably one that's undergoing some of the most change from the vintage style to what he is now, right? Because I mean, they did that with 2000X. I mean, they kind of made him a country, you know, country guy.
Yeah.
On 2000X too. So,
interesting. Oh man, that's already.
So right there, he's a lot of green, a lot of different greens. You know, 6 different hands, 3 sets of hands, plus his effect here. I guess we would call it. That would be a hand. So
that's all speculation at this point. I mean, will he be a key character now, or is Mattel purposely throwing in like tertiary, like a background, like they got the scene fillers,
right? The cantina.
Yeah. Because like we said, Spycore's in 2. Is that for the villain team to have somebody in the background?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's, again, maybe they're actually thinking about marketing.
The question I would ask is when is Merman coming?
That's sad. And do you consider Merman a primary villain or?
Me?
Yeah.
Merman and Beastman are the primary Skeletor henchmen. They were original 8-back and yeah.
Which makes sense. And
Evil-Lyn, Trapjaw, those guys were henchmen come lately. Beastman and Merman are the OGs.
Yeah, that's true. Although in my brain, Evil-Lyn's high up there.
Yeah, I get it. On the shelf, it's like Skeletor's always got Beastman and Merman. So,
oh yeah, reminds me when I was a kid, my mom wouldn't let me have Skeletor. He's too evil. So my older brother got him and said I could play with him when I wanted.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I was forbidden for playing with entire toy lines for reasons my mother thought were appropriate or not. So, but
oh wait, what did I just see? Did it kick down again? Oh, it would have been your favorite comment.
Cool Swamp Thing.
Toyetic Synergy.
Oh man. Synergy. Ugh.
That's a cool one. Yeah, that's a cool looking Swamp Thing. That's what I just said.
Well,
Swamp Thing.
You make my.
That was the theme song to the cartoon.
Yeah,
I didn't know that until recently. This is thinner than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, he's more lithe.
And like, I mean, it is so 90s Swamp Thing. it is just that weird how the color. The biceps from the chest to the abs, from the lower legs to the upper legs, how it's such a harsh transition. It's just light green, dark green, boom.
Mm-hmm.
That's 90s-ish. 90-ish?
90-ish, 90s-ish.
But the colors, they're not bad. One thing I already see with this line is some badass painter is going to get a hold of these and knock them out of the park. Because I think the paints aren't bad. I mean, they painted the leaves, they painted the vines, stuff like that. But the sculpt is pretty good.
Yeah, and he's got good articulation. He does.
You weren't going to smell of moss. Of a new car.
which is always somewhat of a disappointment, but I get it. That concept was probably be lost on a lot of people up until this point. But you're right. The harsh color breaks are definitely there and present. But I like him.
Representative of plant-based protein. Hunch him over and he may look bigger. I mean, it's not so much bigger as he's thinner than I was and popping myself up.
And when you say that, the front to back on that floating rib cage joint isn't as good as Skeletor's.
You know what it needs? And that's what I was kind of afraid of when we got to the smaller figures. It needs a ball joint at the waist too.
Yeah. Yeah, that
gets about right there.
That Lightning collection kind of style where they have it up top and in the belt.
And I wasn't expecting butterfly joints or anything. Am I about to break? Thin.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Are we frozen? Oh, okay. There we are. Let's see the roots effect. The feet are kind of wacky.
Yeah, especially when you look at them from down there.
What was it? Self high five.
Well, yeah, and he comes with extra hands, as we said. He's got, I guess I would call those grippy hands that are on him.
He does,
and then he's got open hands and really open hands. So I don't know. I'd almost would rather have seen some fists in there than one of these, right?
Masters should probably always come with fists.
Yeah.
Oh, but they made that.
But they have the power piece, an actual attachment for him.
Yeah, it looks like his fingers are growing out.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, I mean, you could probably fudge it over to the left, but it looks like a right hand. Uh-oh.
It's heavy.
It's a heavy piece of plastic. Not so much the shoulder, it's the elbow that kind of gives way. Well, not even then. It's only in that one position. There's detents to the joints. Well, yeah, okay, that's not shabby. Right there. I got some looseness.
Yeah.
But
it's more in the wrist.
Yeah. They're those small wrists.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not bad.
And yeah,
I just went Todd McFarlane with. Bow, 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 bow.
You guys are gonna love this.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and it's a kind of a new power. I mean, I want to say that he had some of that same power capability in 2000X too, didn't he? Maybe. It's been a while since I've watched the show, so
I don't. Again, like I was telling you earlier, when it came to the 2000X show. Every time I saw it on Cartoon Network, I would stop and watch it, and it's the Stratos episode.
Cartoon Network's MO, man.
So I haven't seen a lot of right hand, left hand. I like this blade up here. Oh well, we don't have any other figures open. I was thinking, oh, is that a choke 'em out hand? It's not bad. Oh, is that pop-offable? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And they do have a dumbbell joint up at the top, but it's sunk deep.
Yeah.
So there's not as much movement as you would
want.
It's not bad though. Kind of looks up, kind of looks down.
Yeah.
Not a lot of tilt.
But here's the
the
classics.
Uncle Mossy.
One. So I mean, he's a big boy.
But thinner.
Yeah,
he's thinner but taller.
This is definitely the more vintage / classic chunky style, and this is more of a, I don't know. I don't want to say realistic to a plant man, but not quite the same chunky, bubbly proportions.
My throat started closing up. Just looking at that flock piece of shit. No. So I didn't realize that was laying there until you picked it up, and then I was looking at it. No. Stop it! God. About came around with a
A big root house. We got
Round
Moss Man.
house, yeah.
Root house for Moss Man. Yeah.
Needs more flock.
I'm with you.
Oh, they were already talking about it before we picked it up. That's like how the neck started off fine in DCUC and became more stiff, limited ankles too, right?
Very true.
They took away the kind of the flop.
They seated it in there because I think those neck pegs got to the point where it had 3 on it. It had the bottom one, the top one, and then there was a teeny tiny one in the middle that locked it in place.
Oh,
I think if I remember correctly.
It's been a while since I've messed with that.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, it's yeah, I wish his head moved a little bit more.
But the head move, and this sounds apologetic, but with the range of the torso and him looking up, it makes sense with the range of movement that's on it right now. But if the chest, I would be more disappointed in the neck if the chest moved more. But I want the chest and the neck to move more.
Yeah.
You know, that's...
Yeah. Well, how does it compare? Can you put them...
How would you stop that? my mind goes... Well, in this case, it goes green. It's like... But in perfect world, not seeing him in the show or how he is, you'd want it like hunched down, and kicking forward, and just like
he needs to be close to nature, the ground, right?
And we're going to this well. Yeah.
I forget who does his voice.
I can't
in
remember.
The show. The voice cast is amazing, so at the very least, you're gonna have that going on
because of the sculpt of the legs, and you'll be able to see this closer. Or well, there's a cut joint for the thigh that just breaks the hell out of that sculpt right there. But it is kind of hidden by the moss crotch cover. And it's neat how he has that styled, that He-Man belt and fur loincloth thing, but it's moss and twigs.
Yeah.
His twigs are covering his twig and berries and
and what might be the final FwooshCast
of the
stream.
that green Odious looks great. Yeah, there's that too.
But I like him.
Yeah, not bad. Dave, what's happening?
Twigs. You guys
flock the packaging and they can stay on the peg.
Hey, can you pick this up for me?
Yeah. Open it up, mail it to me. That's what I want. Check his crotch magnet. Oh, you're not gonna get me twice in the same stream. You wait till next week when I've forgotten about it.
But yeah, I've got them standing right next to each other. You know, as it is, like him.
Oh, I thought you were trying.
But you know,
that's not bad.
It's not bad. He's not ridiculously bigger than,
but he's the other ones, but he's a little bit more intimidating. Compared to
especially with this ridiculous shoulder armor going on. So
bad. Oh, and the good thing about those feet too, you can just
and he's standing. Yeah,
not bad. Alan Oppenheimer is the voice of Moss Man.
Perfect. Merman himself and a Skeletor himself.
Yeah. You went merman first. You're such a merman head. You're a merhead. We do love a callback, and we're going to run a joke into the ground. Hazmat suit. What is the retail going to be for the basic figures?
$24.99 maybe?
20 to 25, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad. Well, I mean,
that's pretty standard.
Yeah, for retail. Did I cut you off?
No, I mean, I was just thinking Legends and Star Wars are all right around there at this point now, too.
Oh, and McFarlane. Yeah. Same size.
About the same size, yeah. So.
No, he's not. Gonna mess with him with flock.
I'll go get Panther for.
Panther's worse for some reason. Moss Man has a Moss Man has kind of a tooth to it.
Yeah,
it's a little bit longer. It feels more like I still don't like it. But if it came down to it, and in order to save the world, I had to grab a Moss Man or a Panther.
I'd
grab the Moss Man. Yeah, and then fight whatever evil I have to with that.
Your own demons
situation. Yeah. Oh, Skelegod is $29.99. I think the rest is $24.99.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So
yeah. That seems about right.
Yeah, like I said, pretty standard, I think, for figures of this size and mass market release. So yeah,
not shabby. Okay,
all right. Who do you want to do next? Evil-Lyn.
Let's save the two big.
Two big. You know, you say we're saving the two bigs for last, but Evil-Lyn and Moss Man were the two that I was looking for. I was looking forward to the most
because again, let's go through what we thought were the best, just by eyeballing them, and then get to the ones that are going to make or break this line, at least for me. Hey, Robo, catch! I thought I reached back and was going to knock down your shelf.
Oh no,
but that's way back here.
Clear the shelves. Okay, so Evil-Lyn comes with a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's not bad actually. Which makes sense. She has an alternate. Is she the only one with an alternate head?
I think so, at least in this first.
You think Mattel did that because it's a smaller figure, female? They said, hey, let's throw to balance the plastic.
Maybe. And I will tell you this: I have never liked unhelmeted, headdressed Evil-Lyn ever. Like, Filmation was weird. 2000X, I wasn't necessarily a big fan of, but I like this. I like the long hair Evil-Lyn. That's different. And Evil-Lyn's always had short hair.
And they did such a good job with the paint on this. It's so detailed. The eyes look good. They're centered. The makeup around it, the eyebrows, the mouth. Even that even has a little shadow on her top lip to give it some depth right there. That's interesting. I don't know how close I can get that.
Man, she's got double elbows.
Double elbows on a female?
I didn't think that was possible.
Oh.
Ooh.
From what we've been told.
And how?
Oh, I'm hearing your delight.
Huh.
She's from the Water Tribe.
She's from my Articulation is pretty damn functional and nice.
What's going on,
tribe. Man? Huh.
I like the Evil-Lyn figure the best out of the first wave, and she was
thinking that may be the case.
Oh my god, you're like, I'm not handing this over to you. Hey, Carol Ann. Pay attention, Hasbro. Well, they've started with G.I. Joe, haven't they, with the double elbows, and they've talked about putting it in Marvel.
Yeah, Lady J has, and what? Riri.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's armored, but she's got double elbows.
Hey, double elbows on the arms that small gives me hope for more female double arms or double elbows.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Before we get to the figure, this.
Oh, yeah. I just kind of tossed that.
And you know what? Okay, she's wearing the headdress on the back.
Hold on. Where's her?
Look. Oh, that is night and day. That's crazy. Look at the Evil-Lyn on the back of the pack. Oh, on the back of the package. Kind of basic. Just
Evil-Lyn is basic. She's a basic.
Basic paint.
Yeah.
Just the line over the eye, the pupil, everything, and then you get to the actual figure.
Man, I love it when a final figure comes out looking better than the prototype or the
No kidding. What happened there? In our favor.
Yeah, because it doesn't happen a lot.
No.
That way, but
I mean, especially back in the day. Remember 2-ups and hand painted and stuff.
Yeah,
and they come out of the factory and they look weird. What were you pointing out here?
Oh, I just grabbed the back. I didn't know if you wanted
that too. The artwork on the back's pretty sweet too.
Yeah. Huh. Okay, so my thoughts on Evil-Lyn out of the gate is that I mean, when it comes for the character design, when it comes to the face and the headdress of this from the neck up, I mean, that's Evil-Lyn. I mean, they took their cues from it directly, but the outfit is a major departure. And it's not that I didn't that she had to be in the leotard, the armored leotard for me to like it, because that's absolutely not the case. But the colors and the design and whatnot was just kind of there. But here in hand, I don't mind it as much.
I was actually looking forward to her being in a different costume. Not that I hate the old one,
right?
And even in the teaser, we see her in the more classic inspired costume, and then later in the teaser or trailer, it's
when they look a little more nomadic or something.
Yeah, like they're in the snow or something. North or
Roboto's wearing a poncho.
She does feel slightly short in the neck.
But did you move the head around?
Don't do it. Don't give me hope. Tilt.
Yeah.
Tilt.
Yeah. She's kind of got it going on there.
Wait a second. Okay, because it's supposed to happen, right? Got more meat on the dumbbell. Not so much meat, less meat, I guess you would say. It's not sunk as deep.
Yeah.
So, okay. What happens when you put the...
That feels low.
It does. It feels... But it may be fur collar sticking up. And then her hair resting on top.
Can you like just partially set it on top of the ball so it's about halfway down? Well, now then the hair doesn't really set.
That's too high, right? Is that too high?
I don't know.
I'm trying to straighten it up while looking in the camera.
That'll throw you off.
Yeah. Maybe if you raised it up just a little bit, it looks more natural.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I've got it sitting. Is it a very fine line? How about right there? That's about right.
Yeah. That looks good. Like
but
that.
You pop it all the way down.
And
it's kind of...
It's like...
But they sculpted her hair to go inside the collar and then outside the collar, be split by the collar itself, and sitting on top, it rests naturally on the body.
Yeah.
But with how much the costume, I'm okay with that head, with the hair, but how much the costume has changed, it's nice to have
a little bit of
a little classic look with the headdress on it.
Yeah. Because I mean, that's pretty much a direct, and I grabbed the wrong Evil-Lyn with that. I got that one because of the hair, but let me get the...
She did not miss arm day. Oh yeah, she's got some guns, doesn't she? Wow. But look at that. Boom. All the way up.
And here's
hold on. Oh, look at that. Almost.
Yeah.
Nice leather texture to the boots. It's got some, I don't know if that'll show up, but it's got some details to it that you wouldn't expect. The legs are kind of plain up above, but the boots make it.
Yeah.
Forward-facing pin, ankles. Ankles maybe... It doesn't feel like the details are very tight in the ankles. It has been a common...
people have been calling it out, yeah.
Not bad in the torso, though. Some hula hoop.
She's got a...
Let's raise the head up on this one a bit. Y'all quit saying flocked. It's got to where I don't even like the word.
You are totally flocked for this stream. Yes.
Sun's out, guns out. Looks like she wakes up every day. So much cardboard and plastic for these figures. I haven't actually opened one, but just hearing you open something, it's like... Yeah.
And the trays are pretty... The plastic is pretty thick.
Companies have gotten so adamant about not allowing... The figures do not move inside the package at all.
It's like... Well, that's the thing. Like some Star Wars figures, it's like the tray almost forms up over the figure to hold them back in there.
And you have to fight it to even get it out. Okay, there she is with her head slightly raised. I feel like that look feels a bit more natural. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's the collar throwing me off. But I popped it way down.
Yeah.
I'm going to play with this for the next 45 minutes. Are these any good? I don't know. We haven't got to Skeletor yet. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, we're getting there. But
somebody's going to knock these out of the park, and then it's going to be... Because a good paint job is going to accentuate the good sculpting that we can see here in person.
Yeah.
That's not... Slight floppiness here and there. but nothing that's going to fall over on your shelf, you know?
Yeah.
You just have to fudge it barely into position. What do you think? You're like, hand it back to me now.
No, I like it.
I do like it.
Like I said, if you find the sweet spot to set the head on the peg, then it does wonders.
Yeah, they're slightly up. I keep showing. All Robo did the whole time was mess with the damn neck on the figure. But yeah, that's just barely up.
And here's the classics. Evil-Lyn. So you know.
Oh, smaller.
Yeah.
Thinner.
More muscular. But
defined.
More defined. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
And more articulated.
Yeah.
So that's surprising. And I'll always think of Evil-Lyn as the yellow skin tone.
Me too.
But this is a nice kind of realistic take on it.
It gave her more of a non-human. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just that artificial color. I don't know.
Was it 2000X that kind of went? Oh yeah, right there,
yes,
right
it
there
is.
in front of me.
kind of this more sickly, I don't know, grayish tone or something.
Yeah. So this is a nice in between point.
Yeah.
That still screams Evil-Lyn.
Yeah.
I can't believe the factory. I'm sure it was an effort, a conscious effort to go to the factory and say, hey, paint it better than our prototype that we showed on the back of the package.
Yeah. And they did a good job of it.
Is this loop hold anything?
Not well. It might. Okay. So she comes with on her. She's got a grip.
She's got a grip out of the package. It's a
grip and an open
pontificating hand.
And then she's
a grip.
And for the alternates, she's got the
spellcasting,
and then the other grip. And then she has fists.
That's what the biceps are for.
Yeah. So she's got that, and then she's got a satchel, a knapsack. I mean, I'm sure that there's something that's going to come into
hell, I didn't even know that
play
was on
with that.
Is that gonna?
It's not a purse.
I'm sure it's full of like
magic implements.
Is that a ghost? And it sits. I mean, usually when we get something like this, well, let's try right there, maybe. Yeah. Usually when we get it sticks off. Mm-hmm. It doesn't sit right. That's not terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm sure maybe no. I'm going to say it goes on that side because you have the ring on the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this ring piece is separate from the skirt or the lower tunic.
Right. And she comes with both what I consider to be the classic staff size, and then the 2000X brought it to a full staff. So I don't know if maybe like it extends
right
in the show. But
like this is magic, and then it extends out
maybe
for
fighting. Yeah. But I'm thinking that maybe does that into the loop on there. I mean, I wouldn't want to walk around with that.
It does. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was going to say her arm won't go down, but she looks fine with it. Like if she's wandering frozen tundras or something.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call this a winter suit just because of the fur right here.
But the bare arms.
But the bare arms and everything else and the low cut to the neck. It's just, that doesn't make sense.
Well, you know.
But I like this design. And I just saw somebody say, you like the shape, but not the costume. And I get that.
Yeah.
It is a departure.
Yeah. Some maybe some armored bits on it to kind of recall thematically the classic outfit. But like I said, I wasn't, against her having a different looking outfit. It's kind of monochromatic with not a lot of accentuated highlights.
Because here it kind of tied in. Yeah. But here they almost didn't, because they could have. I keep trying to click that. We're going to shut down the. They could have brought, is that grays? Kind of a whitish gray up at the headdress. They could have brought, well, that is the seam going down the middle of the thing. I was thinking more of the fur around the collar.
Yeah.
That would have been an 80s thing to do. Mm-hmm. Make the fur and the belt and that seam line, all the same color. This is kind of more of it's actually another paint app.
Yeah.
It's a different color for the fur.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit more cost on the Mattel side. Ankle, or God, the arm ankles.
The arm ankles.
the wrists.
They're tight.
They scare me. They are tiny and they're tight.
I always try to work them out before I put them.
Yeah, because that's
on there.
Most likely to break them is when you're inside the forearm.
But yeah, they're.
I don't know. I like her.
Yeah, me too. I hate to say that I like Evil-Lyn more than I like Moss Man because I'm a Moss Man homer a little bit, but I like that figure overall a lot, actually.
And look at that. That's quite a size difference.
Mm-hmm.
But you get the extra head, you get the extra weapons, extra weapons. I say that, but a choice of weapon.
Yeah.
The
all the different hands.
Bag. And they even painted the silver clasp on the bag, some red on the front of it.
Yeah. There's infinity stones in there or something.
They put. You think that whole thing's translucent purple and then painted silver on top of it?
I mean, it's got to be one or the other.
Yeah,
they painted it translucent purple.
You never know what those factories can do now. But yeah, the globe or the
crystal ball,
the ball in it is trans. Is it?
Here.
Yeah, it's translucent. Look at that. I made it glow.
Here's the old.
Oh yeah. Give me.
Shine some green through that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can see. So we put it exactly behind the comment. Yeah, bring it up.
I don't want to shoot it into the.
We're still behind it. Look.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's translucent.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool. So yeah,
yeah. Am I gonna have to try to hunt these down now? Yeah, I'm feeling the same way.
Yeah, I feel definitely.
I didn't. Well, you go back to the weekly, and I didn't really like them. We stuck. Dipped
out. There it is.
There it is. We back. Yeah, you go back to the weekly, and I wasn't liking these for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of didn't want to like these because, again, classics is especially the Filmation
me too,
is down. But I'm liking this as a different take. Plus, Mattel upping their game when it comes to playthings.
Yeah. This feels more on par with, their WWE stuff in terms of execution than all the rest of their action figure lines, right? Because WWE is kind of like up here in terms of quality and innovation and whatnot.
Yeah, and you get used to a certain thing from a certain company. You know, Mattel, I always go back to DC Universe.
Yeah.
Classics, and then they try to come out with some they don't have DC at all anymore. No.
Yeah.
But the Suicide Squad movie stuff and
these are definitely better than that.
Yeah, these are a step up.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Huh. But they still feel Mattel. Again, it's the plastic or the feel of the joints themselves or something that takes me back to DC Universe.
Yeah. But more joinery.
And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. It's almost like a certain smell. You smell it and it takes you back to a point in your life, a moment, and messing with the articulation here that takes me back to the classics days.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do next?
Well, I mean,
Skeletor.
I was gonna say you got to judge a He-Man line by He-Man, right?
Yeah, so He-Man.
Even though Skeletor is far superior to He-Man,
character-wise,
in my opinion,
design-wise.
I'm a bad guy.
It's a
guy. So
it's crazy muscle dude with a skull for a head.
Yeah.
Purple. But I think I already have my problems with this. Of course, I've said that a couple times, haven't I?
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna find out now. Huh? All right.
Where are they sold, and are there any exclusives? They are
exclusives right now.
They are exclusive for the first whatever
initial shipment.
Yeah.
The kind of the way Origin. Let me come back. Oh, here we go. There we go. There, oh, we're getting there. There it is. Oh.
I'm about to go. I'm gonna go chop your router. Oh, we came back 240.
Come on, it's gonna get there.
Nothing beats Arkansas.
We started talking about Skeletor and he was like right there to take us out.
Yeah, the evilness of Skeletor knocked us off. I blamed it on Soul Brother.
But so there's some things going on here, for sure, and.
I'll be off screen.
Perfect. Okay. Well, yeah, we decided that the issue was Robo, so we got rid of him.
No, I think it's this. Yeah, Mattel caught on.
Yeah.
They were like, shut them down. Oh, wait, they're talking good about us? Let's try to boost. Yeah.
Huh.
Glitch. Sinister Skelegod as he unplugs the Wi-Fi every 2 seconds.
Okay, so it's funny that you said your comments about this feels
Metallish.
still Metallish.
Mm.
This really feels more Metallish to me even than the other two.
You know what? Okay, before I even lay hands upon that figure, just looking at it, we picked the first two because we were interested in those most. They're also the biggest change when it comes to the looks of those two characters. Skeletor and He-Man skewing more back.
Yeah.
Classic-y to what we're used to in our brains, in our eyes, in our fingers, on our shelves. I don't know. I'm
actually. Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna be looking. Well, this is just the initial unboxing. You know, initial reactions. I'm gonna try to have a video up Tuesday of actual, camera on. Oh shit, Skeletor could kick his own ass. We're going to have a full review on this week, which I didn't plan on. When you said you had these figures, I was like, cool, we'll open them. I'm leaving them here. And then, but now I want to get a closer look, or give a closer look.
Yeah, well, we'll see if these leave here today.
I know. That was my other thought. Oh, these are terrible.
Yeah. Oh, great. Oh. Crazy. Okay. Well, so Skeletor instantly, to me, feels, as far as paint goes, like he doesn't quite have as much going on. Like no wash or color transition.
Wait. Okay. They didn't do a lot of wash to any of them, at least body-wise. It's almost like the old bodysuit, muscle suit look. But
it's crazy, some of the call outs that he has, like the fins on the arms.
Notice that.
Yeah, and whatnot.
Skeletor's made a literal career of kicking his own ass.
That's true. That's true. That works pretty nicely. So there he is.
Blue.
And
look at the arm gauntlets that aren't painted, almost like gauntlets.
The fins. His fins, that's the way it was in the
classic.
in the classics. Because here's
and vintage
too, right? It's like there's the.
I kind of like the bluer blue.
Which one?
On the new one.
Yeah. It's definitely a different blue.
Yeah.
Than maybe it's well, actually maybe this is closer to the vintage figure as far as the blue goes, the original Skeletor.
You think? Oh yeah. No, I don't know. This is a little bit more grayish.
Here and point at it.
No, we're gonna just look from across the room at it. I don't know. There's something about it, but I've seen a couple of comments about it that the head is going to be.
JC Penny reissue one because the true vintage one is a little fragile for me.
The JC Penny reissue. Yeah, there's still. Oh man, that's still loose. I haven't touched one of those in a long time. Yeah, it's still a bit darker than that.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Somebody just said the cape feels like an afterthought. It does. That's what I was expecting when it comes to capes on these figures.
Yeah.
The one tissue paper just hanging off the back.
You know what's...
But...
It's interesting because the harness and the cape and everything are... Oh, it's 3 different pieces. Now, see, but you say that, and for me, Skeletor does not wear a cape.
And that's where I was going with that, because...
That's what I
Snap
want.
that back on.
That's more Skeletor.
There you go. No cape.
So maybe the cape was, but I don't know. For me, Skeletor don't have a cape.
Again, like Plasty said earlier, it's an option if you want that purple cape hanging there, or you can take it off. Them adding it is a little effort, but it's not the greatest effort.
Yeah, if you don't like it, it doesn't take anything away to take it off of him, because you've got more of a classic Skeletor silhouette.
Yeah,
and everything.
But the problem with that comes into play with, okay, one of my big, was it the first classics had the blue neck showing between the hood and the chest piece.
Just like the vintage.
Yeah, and I never liked that. So it does a good job of hiding the neck here until you get posed a little bit.
Because he literally wears a bonnet.
Yeah. And in my brain, I always wanted it attached to the thing. The problem with that, the ability to take the top off, it's a separate piece, and it breaks the crossbones on his chest if it gets posed oddly or a different position, which is crazy because the chest piece, or the lower bones, is a harness itself that is removable.
So he's got the shoulder armor and the cape, 3 separate pieces sitting on,
But the odd thing about that, there's also the different plastics. You can see the different sheens between the arm and the chest, the light reflecting off of it. But this also leaves this open for later variants, different chest pieces, armor, without changing the body itself, just reusing this body over and over and over.
And it makes me wonder. It's like, okay, is the harness going to be fairly consistent, but maybe this changes?
There's that too, or some kind of crazy. But it is very classic, and there's also, I mean, there's 2 different paint apps on there. There's
that's nice.
The darker under the bat, and then the lighter bat. And is there? No, there's not silver out on the studs for the danglies on the shoulders. But not bad.
No.
Until we get right here. I don't think I like the head. It's
for as kind of classic-y, maybe callback-y that this is. The head is very, very different. The face, and not that there's anything wrong with it, but I see that the big teeth that are kind of jut out from the face more is a 2000X Q, 2000X line Q for me. Shut up! Is that not going to work?
I don't know. Scruffy Nerd just said it does.
I have a lot of those extra Skeletor. Oh, dang.
Do you have a cooler one than this one?
Cooler?
Yeah, this one I never liked too much because, it's just yellow face and odd hood. And there's that problem that I had with the neck showing through. The origin strap.
Do I have other Skeletors?
Yeah, for as tall, the new ones are slightly taller, but the proportions are actually smaller than the classics. So it's a smaller chest. Oh man, I know what you're getting here. Do we need to swap the
Here's the original classics. This is like the very first classic Skeletor.
Okay, hold on. It's not Yeah, see, when a figure is about to break, the screen goes dead.
Wait, we cut it.
It's not going to break.
Okay.
I've got it pinched, but okay.
You all right?
Yeah, there we go.
You know what?
I usually don't have a problem breaking a figure. Oh, well, we're back to 240. I don't have a problem break my figures. And even though we've kind of talked about me taking these home, they're still at your house.
Stop.
If I'd broken that, you'd been like, no, you're taking those home.
Yeah,
I'll get another set later.
You just bought that. I got some shock oil. You think that would?
It may lube it up just a little bit, but just not. We showed you
the classics option. Isn't a perfect fit.
It's not a perfect fit. The socket on the classics is slightly tighter because I had a problem barely putting it on.
Yeah,
but it does pop on, so that's an option. And somebody said something about changing out the chest harnesses.
Yeah, you could probably.
And that's probably an option too. But it's almost the new one's almost more detailed and kind of snazzier with the extra paint apps.
Technically speaking,
snazzy. That's a.
I'm gonna have to be cut.
Do you want to try that head on this body?
Yeah, why not? Here.
Is it open?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't used it yet.
No, I think you got to. Yeah. Technical difficulties, both internet and action figure.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Can we see the Filmation ones compared to these ones and the Filmation head swap? I think the biggest problem is the new one has pupils. I don't think it's so much the pupils. In fact, I liked how the head, I like how the hood hangs out over the skull. I think it's the shape of the skull itself.
Yeah.
It's very...
It's shaped more like 2000X with kind of the horse teeth.
Anybody seen Scary Godmother? Scary something. It's a cartoon, and in it, there's like a skeleton running around, and this is his head. Scary Godmother.
Scary Godmother? I have not seen
They've done it a couple times. There's a couple.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some skulls there. What did they say, the Filmation?
Let me oil this ball up a little bit.
Want the Filmation one, too? Because I got that.
The shock oil, I didn't even feel the pop when I put the old one on. Filmation, yeah.
And this is the Mattel Filmation because my Super 7 Filmation is still carded.
Yeah, live play day.
Yeah.
The new Skeletor seems a bit plain. Again, because I think they adhered to the original design.
Yeah.
While updating the body a little bit.
I don't know. That's going to be...
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
that's different. But it takes care of the blue neck showing. That's not bad. This...
Yeah.
Covers the neck, which I like. It hanging down. In fact, it's popped on.
Yeah.
So that hood is hanging perfectly on the
shoulders.
Yeah. And if somebody came and did like a updated paint job, a little bit more detail to that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to... I always step back.
Taking this figure.
When I want to look really hard at something, I step back from the camera for some reason. That's not bad.
Yeah.
The purples even kind of match.
Yeah, it does.
I do so love it when a plan comes together. That is a big head on that figure. Or is the head... You're used to seeing the tiny head on the bigger body. Because like I said, these are taller than classics, just not as thick. That feels realistic. A little bit more realistic, of course. You know, well, this is what I look like without my shirt on, but
and here's the inverse of that. There's the
that's not bad either.
No, it's small.
It's small, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can get this off. He-Man, you boob.
You royal boob, Randor.
Okay, I am getting some, and I don't know if it cut out a minute ago when I was talking about this. It is, because of the tightness of the older heads, it's wanting to split the neck as I'm pulling it out. The bottom part of the dumbbell wants to pop out, but I got it.
He got it.
I'm good. Going back to that.
It's something about the shape face that I'm not feeling as much.
It's the sculpt of the face itself.
Yeah.
Mr. Ortega, we don't have time for heat. There's heads to pop. Oh, Skelegod head looks good on Keldor Origins. We're gonna have all your He-Man figures down about the
Skelegod head looks good on Keldor Origins. It's not open yet.
Oh, no kidding. You about to pop that open too?
Well,
I know. It's not bad, but it is small. Oh, what a shithead. Who will win a fight between Skeletor and Mumra? Looks like the Misfits mascot.
Well, I've got that too.
You got a few of those.
The Fiend, I've got a few of those.
Well, those are reaction though, huh?
Yeah,
just
I've got,
I remember Scary God, my Cartoon Network around Halloween time. The form-fitting hood on the Masters of the Universe Revelation Skeletor doesn't help the head sculpt. It is almost glued on, huh?
There's the Fiend. That's from the NECA one.
Oh, yeah. Well, are we really just comparing skull faces?
I think we are.
Is that what it comes down to?
And then, because you brought this to me.
Well, I mean, the Origins Keldor, isn't that just Skeletor with a green thing? Green,
no, the boots and stuff are different. The harness, the harnesses, I think. Anyway, I'll open it.
But no, you don't have to open it if you want. I keep wanting to. Okay, we're gonna leave the screen empty. Bye. We're gonna go look at toys.
Yeah.
Do it.
I mean, the boots are, and he's got the.
Yeah. See, skeleton, Mr. Pettibone, or the Bone Ranger.
Mr. Pettibone.
See, I knew I wasn't crazy. Yeah. With Filmation head on the Masterverse body, it just needs sunglasses. Money supermarket Skeletor. Open it. Open it. Do it. Let it breathe. He is gonna open it. Like you said, I just brought that up yesterday or last night.
Yeah, it's getting opened because I need my Pete Postal weight Keldor that's in there. or Cronus.
I think it would look a bit better if they didn't paint the teeth such a different color than the skull. It does. Look at those pearly whites.
Dark hemisphere molar.
Molar, that's right.
Dark hemisphere dentistry has advanced.
I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I do not like it.
The head,
the shape, the color, the contrast, the size.
Well, and it occurs to me too that it's not perfectly on model to the show either. I don't think.
Actually, where's the back of the package on this one?
I don't know. I just threw it over there.
Well, I mean, I think this is the same size, but they're also looking up at it. I don't know.
That to me looks more like a traditional Skeletor on here. This one.
How about that? Boom. But it's just some yellow. It's more yellowish. The eyes are more angry. This, he's welcoming kids to the Saturday morning cartoon block or something.
Just like the original Skeletor.
Right. The cheekbones are huge. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I think they've set this up to have a better version come out later.
Maybe so. But I like the rest of it.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
The body itself is, again, like with Evil-Lyn and Moss Man. I like the articulation. I like the... I knew I'd do it. I'm looking at this screen trying to get my mouse to move, and it's this screen. Maybe the teeth look too big. Size is bad. Color is bad. The teeth are. Oh, I missed it. Does he have a different belt than He-Man? Yeah. All the stylings are there, but they've tweaked it just a little bit.
Yeah. And then he comes with, he has one fist.
Look at that.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, and look at that for a muscle arm. That's not bad.
Yeah. The elbow and knee joints actually on all of these have been pretty good. But he has a fist and a grip out of the package, and then he's got, I guess that's a spell casting more.
Oh, that's kind of the white blast coming out.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. And then he's got a pointy finger too, but the staff, the Havoc staff, fits in there, so he can I like that.
Oh,
it's like he's pointing.
Well, it's almost a trigger finger.
Yeah, but
and I like that. Oh, look at that. The Havoc staff is a lighter purple overall, but then there's a white dry brush on the skull to make it look more skull-like.
Bony.
And then it goes back to the horns being purple. It's not bad. There's so much classic here that's slightly updated.
Yeah.
Not as much as Evil-Lyn and Moss Man.
Right.
But that's not a bad thing, because the two main, again, I figure we're going to see these several times.
Sure. He-Man and Skeletor.
Yeah, there is. Again, you find that there's a spot in the elbows that have a little bit of looseness to them.
But when you come past it, then it's okay.
That's
a lot of different purples.
It is a lot of different purples, more than I thought. Again, they could have easily made the staff the same purple as the hood and the shoulder thing, but they went a different direction with it. Well, same direction, different exit. Just we're gonna get off here at a lighter purple.
but it doesn't stop there, because he also curiously comes with the shaping staff, which did make an appearance in classics at some point, maybe with Evil-Lyn. But this is a direct throwback to Filmation cartoon episode, one of the earliest ones, where they infiltrate the Eterna's royal palace, because this disguises you.
Oh, really?
So this is kind of a cool callback to not only be what I assume in the new show, but also to make it out in the toy line in the first series. That's cool. And I mean, to me, I'd give it to Evil-Lyn before Skeletor, but maybe that's part of the whole thing is that he just kind of takes it over, and so he's got the
again, another thing they didn't have to add in.
Yeah, and again, it's like plot point or something is likely, has to do with this at the beginning. So I've always kind of liked the design of the shaping staff. It's a little plain, but especially here. But I don't know. It's just
looking at it on the screen, not looking at it. It's got kind of a raw, or kind of a onk, look to it.
Yeah. But that's a fun inclusion. It's just one of those Eternian, implements that are out there kind of in the world, and that's not ever been given too much focus, because I think it was just one episode of the Filmation cartoon, and then it was gone.
Hey,
but
if they want to
expanding upon it shows that it's like the people who are handling this show, if you've got the shaping staff, god damn it, shaping staff,
selling seashore.
Yes, exactly that.
By the seashore.
If you've got that going in the toy line and probably the show at the beginning, the people who are handling the show have some definite awareness of the history.
They've done they've done some research.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You probably know this better than I do. Filmation head sculpt. You think it's not easy to get at this point, huh? From the classics, the Filmation head, the Filmation figure. Wasn't it hard to get right after it even released?
Yeah, and then the Super 7 Ultimate Edition of Skeletor, I still have that of that. I have that one still. I think those go for I think those go for bananas. Amounts too. So yeah, that one's not. I don't think that one's easy to come across. But there are some people out there in the world I know who do excellent third-party customs of it, because I think I have somewhere a Filmation Skeletor head that was done by someone before they started doing Filmation figures in classics. So
right.
They're out there, and so many people are talented these days that you could probably find something to fit your needs without it being official.
That could be a third-party thing. I mean, third-party Masters, don't see a lot of that right now, but
not right now.
Could be a thing that's going to spruce
yeah.
that up that much. Even the back has it's not a great dry brush, but
it's there.
There's a little bit of dry brush on the back.
Skeletor's kind of a butterface, but the neck down, he's cool.
Yeah. Again, with the leather texture on the danglies around his waist.
I think that's 7 or 8 times now for
Have I said danglies?
Yeah.
Hey, going for the record. But that leaves who?
Supposedly the most powerful man in the universe.
Is he the most powerful figure in this assortment?
I guess we're going to see, but
I don't think so.
It's one of those things that it's like a lot of people judge toy lines off of the execution of the main character.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily do that, but it's really hard to attach to a toy line if that main guy isn't good and right there out of the gate. So he's the one I've been
already have my
worried about, concerned about the most. But let's see what He-Man's gonna bring.
Benty used to crank out the Stellar Customs for heads for class, coax him off the couch.
Well, of course that's who it was, and I feel bad now for not remembering.
You know, when I read that, I thought, was that me?
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Well, he may have his cottage industry for that. Might be
the booty hatch. That would be that. And it is split in the back where where it fills up. That way it doesn't get in the way of articulation. And again, there's that small ankle. But God dang, how many times am I going to call a wrist an ankle?
Wrinkle.
You know what this is like? This is like that outtakes from the actual reviews whenever I catch myself saying ankle.
Yeah.
Or, elbow down here on the leg. But there's the small peg. Again, little weighty. So it drags it over.
Yeah.
May have to tighten that up. Oh, I'm already seeing some.
So here's He-Man in the tray. I will say right out of the gate that I like this power sword, even though it looks to be the same sculpt, looks to have a little bit more to it than the one that comes with Skelegod. But everything else, this initial reaction is this feels more unfinished than all the rest of the figures.
I looked over, I glanced over. I don't know why I'm looking away now. Like, yeah, you're ruining my perception. But the skin, oh my God. Give me that He-Man. It feels very pale.
Yeah.
And this is the most apparent that there's no shading to the skins on any of these figures.
And man, that harness is small.
Oh, yeah. That kind of
seems really sports bra-y, even in a
pales in comparison. Oh, you ain't lying. I'm not feeling that He-Man figure. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be the same playability because is it the same sculpt?
I mean, there are obviously pieces that have to be different, but yeah, it looks like the legs here, the upper arms, the torso. Yeah. So, I mean, functionally, as far as the figure goes, he's going to be not too shabby, but
Rugrat head on He-Man body. He pictured it as I said it.
So let's talk about that a little bit. It's funny to me though that this is keeping up a tradition that has, I don't know, plagued Masters of the Universe for me since every iteration of it since the vintage. The vintage He-Man head, which I've got the classics facsimile right here. That is excellent. That's He-Man. It's like he's got that hairdo, but he looks tough and whatever. But every single iteration of He-Man since then, I have not really cared for that version's updated look of what He-Man himself looks like. 2000 or the NA, was what it was. That was a serious departure. 2000X had that weird like 90s boy band chunky hair thing going on. Classics wasn't terrible, but when they did this head, then that one almost became unacceptable to me in comparison to this. The initial Origins He-Man heads are just kind of strange to me. And then this one is, I'm not feeling too
I
much.
think my initial reaction of it being too small is still my reaction, but I kind of like the hair design of it. It keeps the barbarian mullet in play.
It's kind of pinched like in the same spot on both sides of the head. You know?
Oh, it
It's
flares
like-
out at the ear.
Yeah.
Or where the ear should be and where it should flare out,
Mhm.
it's flaring below that.
Yeah.
But I think I like the design, but I'd like to see this at how much percentage enlarged, bigger.
Maybe like 7,
Not
5%. Yeah,
Not much.
much.
But again, are we going to play with the? We're going to throw a classics head on here?
We can, but the skin tone is going to be.
Oh no!
Instant
But
issue.
my curiosity is if the classics head it would look bigger on here.
Well, I got it ready. So we'll see. But
I think we're going to run into the same thing as Skeletor, though, where the ball is going to be slightly different.
we got the implements for. Oh, here you might want to use that.
80s heavy.
Damn, so close.
You're cruising. You're cruising. Brady Bunch hair. Heather Locklear hair. Where can I sign up for Adam? They're doing the thing where Adam's smaller, right?
I think so.
You think they're gonna give us a smaller size Adam, or are they gonna?
It could be.
They're gonna just use a human. I want to shake it around, shake it up.
Shake and bacon.
Ooh, ooh. If you stick the Origins, if you stick the Origins He-Man vintage head, it fits the ball peg. Classics is a smaller hole.
That is correct.
He-Man will look better with a repaint. I think all these will look good. Some of them look good already, like Evil-Lyn. If somebody did repaint that, I don't think. Well, they probably would and make it look better. But Evil-Lyn's face looks good.
And I think the skin tone would match it better too.
Are we going for that?
Yeah,
and those heads are about the same, right?
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Huh.
But I don't like the look of that. That's not my favorite head in the world. But I like that size better. The face. If you take away the details of the lack of paint details of the eyes and stuff, I think that's a better size. That's definitely He-Man hair, though.
Yeah.
He's got that gauntlet on the shield top thing on the left. Is that a separate piece?
Yeah.
Oh, you can take that off if you want.
Yep.
But he doesn't have a gauntlet on this, or a bracer on that side.
Well, and to get even more, He-Man's right-handed. He only has a right fist. So if he's holding the sword, you don't have a fist. You've only got that open hand or a grip. I want him to be able to have a sword and
punch
come across at you.
And we get the same power sword we got with Skelegod.
It seems to be a little nicer to me. Are the paint applications the same? I don't know. Maybe it looks just it's not bent.
Yeah, it's not bent because Skelegod's is. I'm having trouble. Okay, got the sword hand. Goes in. Mattel. You got to have an up and down hinge on the sword wielding hand. You can't get into a by the power of Grayskull pose. You can't get sword out pose. It just ends up. Yeah. Chasing Skeletor across the.
Chasing Skeletor. That sounds like a documentary.
Chasing Skeletor. That's the well, it's already on Netflix, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, man, that fist.
Oh, the bracer is loose. Yeah. It's a separate piece.
That fist coming off, though, while you have the sword, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, they should have gave left hands.
Yeah,
too.
Because I get that open hand is to hold the shield.
Like yeah.
But if he doesn't have the shield, my man needs to have a sword and a fist.
The shield orange. It's a little bit more domey. Or
it's not flat.
It's more Captain America.
Yeah, because He-Man shields are flat.
Then He-Man comes with a flat left, and this shield armor thing.
Yeah.
But if you put it on
Gauntlet.
he doesn't actually grip it. That strap
It's like
goes
the
between
vintage
the
figure.
straps.
It's like the vintage figure with the open hand. You know?
Yeah, but it did have it wasn't a grip, but
it went through and kind of
yeah. But it's not a clip.
Right. But the hand shape, I guess I can see it being a referential callback to that. But yeah, the fist, not having a fist for the left hand, and then curiously, he doesn't have the battle axe, which maybe that'll come later.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. They'll enlarge the head slightly, give better eyes, because here it's not very good. Well, it's almost like there's no sculpt to the eyes, and they just painted pupils and stuff on top of eyelids or something.
Well, and again, especially if this is more on model to me, I'm not.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That toy head's not really speaking to me, because that's a cool looking He-Man head right there. If that toy looked like that, I'd be like, shit, yeah, it's cool.
On the back too.
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, the head.
Van Brace, that works better, huh? One thing I haven't talked about that I was really harping on when in the initial pictures are the lengths of the arms. How they looked like they hung too low, but getting this in hand,
I'm not seeing that. I'm not feeling it. Yeah,
I like the loincloth maybe bigger than what I'm used to.
Well, 2000X, it hung pretty much to his shins, but
it's got all the classic beats.
Yeah,
I think I read somebody swapping out the chest piece.
The chest piece, I don't mind the cross being changed to the H. That's fine. It just seems small. Thin. Yeah, it's like he's busting out of that. It's almost like what's the point of wearing it?
Huh, that's interesting. I like him better than I thought I would, but I don't like him as much as the rest.
Right. He feels just not quite as refined or finished. It's like the skin tone is the most plasticky looking to me out of all of them. I'm not in love with the head sculpt. The armor seems thin, and damn it, where's that fist for the left hand? That's a nitpick. I get it.
Yeah. But, is it just alternate right hands?
No, he's got a grip for the other. Left. He's got a grip left too.
So I guess you could put that in there if you wanted the shield really secure.
Maybe He-Man will be a southpaw with his sword. Well, not be a southpaw with his punching, I guess. But I guess if you don't care about that, you can have him hold the sword in his left hand and still have the fist. But you'll get nailed on the internet for that, probably.
Okay, one thing we haven't talked about. Okay, the hips. The ball at the hips are tight. It almost feels like it springs back whenever. It almost doesn't want to turn. See?
Yeah.
It springs back. That may be some shock oil. Is that a shock oil
thing? Yeah.
And it's not. It's the torso. I think is what blocks a lot of extreme posing. He doesn't crunch as much as I'd like, but I don't know. I don't hate the design, but the design is still very 80s.
Well, and one thing that I think this figure kind of has going for him too is that we're collectors and we've got him, but I think this figure would hold up to kid in play, or kids being able to play with these figures. I think they have that quality going for them, and that's the thing. If they don't get the kids on board, we can opine about it as much as we want, but that's really where the sale is going to be. Did that help it at all? Or?
I got to work it in there. But it will.
Yeah,
it probably will. Yeah, that's interesting. The hips are very, very tight compared to some of the looseness of the. Here, not so much. The sword's not going to drag the hand over like Skeletor's Havoc staff.
Yeah.
And the elbows don't seem as loose. I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I don't hate. I like the rest. I mean, Skeletor's head, no. He-Man's head, no.
No.
And I think that's really all it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
The harness is made of cordite.
I mean, that's cool, and I think it's always been that way. It's just it looks small.
Yeah. Oh, see, as a teacher, I can get these and have these in my classroom, and if something happens to them, not the end of the world. Unlike my classics,
That's very true.
I think classics would still be my main focus. Well, at this point, they're not going anywhere. They're not building on unless they come back around in 10 years and do classics.
Or does Masterverse as an overall impression give the ability to come back and do stuff like that when it's not focused on Revelation?
We were talking about that, right? Didn't they say something at some point that
it's going to be like a multiverse line?
Yeah, right. It can focus on anything.
Masterverse, multiverse.
Oh,
it's not just a clever name.
Win or lose.
So here's
on Battlecat.
Yeah, here's the.
That's where the hips come into play.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Yeah, okay. Maybe it is the tightness, but there for a second I thought, is it the loincloth pushing them back? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Ooh, he's got to be limber to be able to sit across that Battlecat there.
Yeah, Battlecat's kind of thick. There was a moment of silence there. And Battlecat doesn't have a cutout right here for the loincloth hanging down.
Yeah.
So there is some. Back to 240.
Yeah. We got to catch up.
Well, I don't know. Is he supposed to sit forward? I wish there were some stirrups.
Well, I mean, I get it. That's something that's never really been a part of it. But
he just uses his super thighs to hold on. I don't know. That's going to be longer than. Says. Yep, glitch.
Of course.
Let me go jump on the bicycle real quick.
but to me, you know, classics has got that more natural sit. I don't think we're getting that quite there.
Yeah. Hedgehog. He's basically sitting back on his hips.
Yeah.
Which you can fudge the saddle forward because of all the belt holes here. You can tighten it wherever you want it.
Yeah.
So he's sitting a little bit more forward, but he's, again, that convertible laid back. He's got the seat back.
Yeah.
He's just cruising along on his Battlecat. Yeah, I'd have to mess with it more. It's a bit frustrating.
Yeah. And you're right. The loincloth has a little bit to do with it. But also how he's so far back and
I get it that he's more of a
character, like
yeah.
He's not just a horse.
Even though He-Man rode him a lot.
We're done.
That's it. We gone. I get it, but I think of him as a character. Not that he shouldn't be able to sit on it, though. Yeah, that's kind of a sticking point there.
Yeah. Well, it makes me think, though, because I know that it was a common thing that I was definitely of as well, is that the battle armor versions are the ones that sit on the cats, right? So
yeah,
probably gonna see. I don't know, because
do the battle armors usually have loincloths?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's like some thought or whatever that can be done prior to that.
And there's a flexibility there. Yeah. Again, that's not a that requires more messing around. And then the belt loosened up on the damn Battlecat straps.
You want to sit? Wait, want to see how they compare to Marvel Legends? Yeah, it's gonna be a.
Could you check Insta? Disguising himself as He-Man.
So, like, if we're talking Legends here, I mean,
they are quite a bit bigger.
Yeah.
You making me pull my phone out and stuff.
so yeah, I mean, this is definitely a 7-inch line, but yeah, He-Man, it's like we need a little bit more happening here. I don't love the likeness or the head sculpt or whatever else, but and the harness is small. But if those two things kind of fell in line, then I would be, I'd be good with that.
Oh yeah, he does have a picture of holding the
shaping staff.
And then the sky matches behind him, like he's disguised as He-Man. Is that Stridor?
It would be, well, I mean, if it's good, it's Stridor. If it's the evil one, it's Night Stalker. I can't see the
it looks kind of like
does he have orange? Okay, then that's Stridor. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the, what's it called?
So
the Wand of Watu.
Maybe this is all kind of weird because it's not He-Man.
Well, or we're using that as an excuse of why it's off a little bit. Again, I'm going to keep. I believe that Mattel went into it as we're going to end up making more He-Mans, more Skeletors. But I don't think it was quite, let's cheap out on them, because I don't feel like they cheap.
No, it's just every single action figure series, Marvel Legends, Star Wars, He-Man, whatever, there are always figures that are better than some of the others. And I think with this, Moss Man and Evil-Lyn, easily better than the other two. And then Skeletor's kind of right there, and then He-Man's a little bit below that.
But me not liking He-Man and Skeletor as much isn't breaking my heart, because I figure there's,
like, if this is your only shot at Moss Man,
if you only had one shot, one opportunity,
right?
And buying your Masters of the Universe, would you take it? Would you seize it?
Yes. And if this was the Moss Man that we get for this Revelations Masterverse line, then I'm good with that. I want a better He-Man, but I think, as you said, there's going to be opportunity for that.
Yeah. And the way they made this smaller harness and stuff, I don't hate it. You know what? I understand it's the style, but if they did a battle armor on this body with a slightly updated head, boom, that'd be my He-Man.
Yeah.
I'd be down.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, it's like Evil-Lyn, to me, Evil-Lyn and Battle Cat are like top tier of this. And then Moss Man's just below that a little bit. With Skelegod.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And then Skeletor, and then He-Man.
Yeah. I don't even mind that chest thing. I don't hate it as much as I thought I would.
Skeletor get a new head. That's a good. I'm down.
Yeah. Which would be easy, even if it's like an accessory pack or Skeletor, another Skeletor.
Do you still have that? Do you still have that picture pulled?
Oh yeah.
Because I was looking at the on or off modelness of.
Off modelness, off
modelness of.
Yeah,
I mean, the eye shape, but that may just be because of the expression, because bone changes this shape depending on what your expression
well, when it's your only face, it's
got
to change expressions.
So I can see I can see the reference coming through on this, but maybe not quite as strong as I would want it. And I do wish the head was bigger.
Yeah, head size.
Yeah.
It's not He-Man. Dun dun. Wah, 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 wah.
Oh, Lenny Briscoe.
How's Skelegod's head look on Skeletor's body?
Well, we can't do that.
What? It's raw hair. It looks about the same size.
Yeah.
It sits down a little further. Well, in the camera, it doesn't look that bad.
But now having it on there like that, it's like when he grabs the power of Grayskull, does the Havoc staff kind of meld into his armor? Because it looks like he's got the Havoc staff on his helmet now.
Oh, yeah, look at that. I don't know. I don't like that's not bad.
Yeah.
But I don't like it. The body is too classic compared to just a changed up head.
Yeah, that's true. It's abrupt.
Yeah. I like Skelegod more than I thought I would.
Yeah, me too, because I wasn't sure about the design for him at the beginning, but as far as a figure goes, especially a big figure for a line of big figures, he landed pretty well.
The promo shot on the back of He-Man.
He looks almost gaunt, more gaunt on there.
There's some lip paint and the hair is brighter. The figure almost seems like less paint this time around instead of Evil-Lyn gaining paint.
Evil-Lyn stole the power of the paint applications from He-Man.
Right. They're like, hey. But again, I keep going back to when will they give us another Evil-Lyn? So let's make a go for it with her. Oh, He-Man, another one coming later. Just do it. You madmen.
And no, Skelegod's base body is not the same as the standard. It's bigger. The articulation is slightly different, but this like H thing going on here, that's sculpted and that's molded on or sculpted. It's not.
And there's a size difference.
Yeah.
It's a bigger body, but same base, not same base body.
It may have been. Maybe they started with it and moved it. Nah, but there's lots of like
sculpted
sculpts, like the straps and stuff on the legs and on the biceps.
And on the biceps, they're sculpted on.
Yeah. So,
but no, maybe same basic musculature.
Which would make sense because it's the same character.
Even then, no. Skelegod has more defined.
Yeah.
Bigger pecs, bigger abs. Whole new body.
Yeah.
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 The cast shows that Hero is in the show.
Wonder if that'll be a flashback thing or if him into like a contemporary character instead of being from the past.
Oh yeah. Oh, Zeotrack. I don't know if He-Man. I don't know He-Man characters, so I don't know. Is it? It's Evil-Lyn, but
it's a play on Evil-Lyn.
Was her name Evil-Lyn at some point? From the village outside of
that maybe that was a 2000X.
I don't know. It seems like I've
not
heard that
classically. I mean,
Okay.
not vintagey. No, but yeah, I mean it's a play on a name, just kind of the same way it's like Clawful,
I am pretty much where I was before, going to get the Skeletor figure and wait for a hopeful Panther. You got to think they're going to make a Panther, right?
Yeah, especially when it can just be a head swap.
Yeah, head swap, different armor.
Different armor. I mean,
well, not even if
no headdress.
No headdress. That's
unless
the original,
they did the
right?
class. Yeah, because the vintage one did not ever have a headdress.
Yeah.
But the Horseman created a classics one kind of in the vein of the Havoc staff for that if they wanted to do that or come up with something new entirely because they can do that. Where's Songster? He's out there. He's out there with Bluegrass out in limbo, playing the guitars and guitars in space.
Oh, did we switch toy lines altogether?
That was a Silverhawks.
Oh, yeah. See.
So Songster is the Masters of the Universe tour, like the Pizza Power or the coming out of their shells tour for
God.
the
Oh wait, I think I remember that.
He was like the balladeer for the live action at an arena near you type of thing. So, and I think at one time there was a strange but definite pull for them to make him in classics. Yeah. It didn't happen with neither did the tug of war guy, but you know,
not yet. Masterverse song.
Yeah, it may be the time for him. Songster needs an Origins figure. My God, that would be garish with those colors.
What are the chances we get a transformed Panther because of the Skelegod thing? Oh, like
that raises an interesting question. Does Skeletor share the power with anyone?
Oh,
maybe not.
What if that's one of the built-in things of the power? Though you have to have a mount steed friend.
Maybe so, because Evil-Lyn seems like what happens to her all the time is that she got more than she bargained for when she was helping Skeletor out with doing what he wanted to do, and now she's cast out because there's no sharing of power with Skeletor.
Was that a 2000X thing too, though? Did she kind of work with him every now and then?
Well, kind of. And in Filmation too, she kind of, it was brief. I think I remember her floating a little bit when Skeletor went a little bit without her. You know, he said, "Okay, now that we're near the top of the mountain, I'm going to push you down, and here I go."
I fell for it again.
Yeah.
I would say I'd say yeah.
I would give it a strong B.
That's not bad. That's passing.
Yeah, for sure, because there's no ignoring Battlecat and Evil-Lyn, and even Moss Man is good, and I like Skelegod a lot more than I thought I would. Skeletor is a different head away from being, to me, a great figure, and He-Man needs, to me, just a little bit more, but like I said, I have a tradition of being disappointed by initial He-Man offerings from new Masters of the Universe line.
And then I guess that's a deep down feeling of mine too, because they've done this many times before. They gave us the basics, and then they
because the classics He-Man wasn't perfect at first, but as soon as they gave us that head, he never got the aloft. But this isn't terrible. But it took a while to get to this point for me to be like, all right, that's my classics He-Man now.
Panther never transformed, though. He's an adult. Cringer was a child, same as Adam. But
but the transformation of having the
just think of the transformation of an adult cat.
Sure, and Panther didn't change because Skeletor didn't have the power of Grayskull. I mean, that was part of it, right? So
that's why Panther was as big as Battlecat.
Yeah,
the child Cringer, young Cringer, would transform into adult form. So you got, if Skeletor transforms into some crazy horned muscle beast,
maybe Panther's like twice as big as Battlecat.
It would be the same difference as Skeletor, usual big muscled, to Adam, smaller teenager. Yeah, it'd be the same process, just feline. Feline. Panther changes into a
God damn it. Yeah, well, that's there you go.
Too much molded to make a bigger Panther. Yeah. Toy company thought, what? Yeah, they're going to use the same mold.
But as you say that, if Panther was on this body base and you got Skelegod sits on that better than,
because he's a bigger body.
Yeah. He-Man. So I mean, if they did a Panther based on this works better than He-Man on there. Of course, I say that as he falls off of there, but I think that works better. So yeah, I'm in for it. I'm here for it. And you know, something like this isn't a one-shot tool and done. It's not. So
no, because that's a big honking piece of plastic.
Yeah.
Although you got to think Evil-Lyn's not any reuse. Moss Man's not any reuse,
but
they've built in reuse.
But
on the other characters.
You've got some basic legs there, the arms and all that. Moss Man would be, but you know what? It's time for him to get his own. Tooled figure, because I mean, if you go back to like the vintage figures, it's just Beastman.
Robo told you Battle Cat is cool. Yeah. Later, Bayless. Do I hear a Mattel Lab transformed panther?
Matty Collector.
Yep.
R.I.P.
Mattel starter? Kick Mattel. There we go.
No, but even with my quibbles about He-Man and Skeletor, I liked this much better than what I was anticipating originally.
Could you guys put the Origins head once again on He-Man?
Is that He-Man?
And the thing about that pops right on.
Yeah.
Classics is a little tight.
Some shared tooling across lines there with the joints.
It's not bad.
The skin tone's pretty close.
Yeah, it needs to sit a little lower, and then of course the eyes and the hair could use
some detailing.
But I think basic head size that works. I don't know. Your brain starts getting used to the odd proportions of the tiny head that came on it.
I like the proportions here better.
Yeah, but once you look at it more,
yeah.
I'm also looking at it in the screen. My brain melds the color of the belt and the abs like he has one big long ab section down to the brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's throwing off my. How about here? That right there. Okay. I like that's. There's some interesting cut, and especially for $25. And we, I know when I started collecting hardcore, it was like $5, $6, $7. I ain't buying any figures if they go over $10. But at this point in time, 25 seems about regular price. Can you guys put on the Ular head? Ular?
Yeah.
You're like, bring them all down.
Yeah.
I put an Orko. We're not going to go that crazy. Does the Orko head pop off?
Yeah, it does.
Does it really?
The classics one? Yeah. Wait, are we talking Ular Classics or Ular? Well, I guess it's not really Ular Origins, but skin tone's not going to be right at all. But
oh, that already looks interesting. The hair.
You don't like the Page Boy as much?
No, not as much.
Yeah.
I like it. The classics are tough. Does he have the other Origins head? Gonna spend the rest of the day putting your display back together. Okay, I can't seem to get the Ular head on, and
but this is kind of the Origins.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. That almost seems large now. Is it the hair sticking out like that, or is it just the head itself?
Let me see the front of it. I don't know. That seems about right to me.
It's not bad.
Here's the. I guess the original Origins head is the Origins translation of the long-haired comic book Ular He-Man. So there's that one. But I don't care for that sculpt.
I like it better.
Yeah.
Than the other one. That.
And again, like you said, if the eyes and stuff had more detail to it.
Yeah, if the eyes were updated, I'd be down for this. This actually works. And the hair color, well, no, okay, it's a little bit darker than the belt and the bracer, or the van brace, but I think that's the best right there. At least seeing this in person. I don't know what it looks like across the internets. I liked how they did the Skelegod's cape. That was a cool engineering. Yeah. A little extra above and beyond.
Yeah.
Oh, now you just sold it on me even more. Looks like Thundar the Barbarian. I need a.
How has that not happened?
Oh my God, I don't know.
We need an overall Hanna-Barbera collector. And
the skin tone matches slightly. He's got some wide cheekbone, but yeah,
I may have a use for that head now. You're right, because I pulled this head off of the Origins He-Man, but
I'd like to, and if someone were to paint actual pupils and stuff on that, it wouldn't be any different sculpt wise than I think this head, because I don't think there's an actual eye sculpt under there.
Yeah. Well, we're looking at it.
Throw some wash in the hair. I think that's a winner.
Yeah.
Thunder Ultimate.
Yeah.
Does Veebs have Wonder Bread He-Man?
Like the original Wonder Bread He-Man?
You got 2 of those, don't you?
I'm a 4.
4.
4 now.
4.
Yeah. 4 if we're talking about the vintage one.
Oh man,
that's not true.
Yeah,
I've got Wondar right over there, but
oh dude, yeah. Take off the harness, put on a brown sleeveless shirt for Thundar, and
oh, you know what?
I may have to I'll end up with another Revelations or Masterverse He-Man.
You could play around maybe with Eldor, his or the Preeternia Disguise He-Man's just a brown shirt.
I really like that. I mean, look at the whole even the full proportions of the figure.
Mm-hmm. It feels better.
It feels better. This feels the best out of what we have available. Play Day Thunder. Yeah, I need somebody to whip up a sleeveless shirt.
Yeah. Rise of you. God.
Wait, Rise of, oh, they're going to get you to open that.
All right. Since we got through the main point, I guess we can.
Let's open up an Origins figure.
Yeah.
You were going to open that anyway, right?
Well, yeah. I don't keep stuff like that. Come on now. Keldor and Pete Postlethwaite Cronus.
Put a Prince Adam head on Filmation Super 7. Wait, what?
Huh?
Oh no, we're not. We're only messing with the Masterverse stuff.
Origins.
He also needs a sun sword, exactly, which you can kind of fake with Merman's corn sword, huh? There,
maybe. I'm sorry, but I've only seen pictures of this guy up until now, but that's he works for Mr. Soze. He looks like Pete Postlethwaite.
That Keldor with the Skeletor head is the best Skeletor, in my opinion, of all of them besides the Super 7 Filmation.
Are you a Skeletor with a cape kind of
Origins guy? Prince Adam head, is that different?
If it is, it's not strikingly different. But which Prince Adam? Which Prince Adam? The Sky Sled one or the one that came in the Power Grayskull? Are those different? I don't know.
That's essentially the same head.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Dang, I've got what, like 25 figures open over here now.
On top of you brought how many heads over?
Yeah.
Out of your display.
What were we doing here? Putting the Keldor cape on Skeletor?
Put the head on too.
Keldor, that's not gonna.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
That blue is not gonna work at all. But
how about the Skeletor head?
Oh, okay, with the jewels in the eyes.
How are we gonna put the cape on? Above? Oh yeah,
I guess yeah.
Let's just put it there because it's got a sculpted point that sticks up that won't go under the. You think they did the Origins head sockets and the Masterverse head sockets the same on purpose?
Maybe to share the tooling of the pins.
Okay, the cape is short. Head's not bad.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
I don't like it as much. I still want the bigger hood, you know? I think I like the Filmation
hood. Okay.
I like a little bit more hood to it.
You are a little more hood.
A little more hood. Damn, blues are different. Yeah.
Very different. Very different.
Oh man, that Turtles display. I've seen this several times, and there's always something I see that I didn't see before, you know? I want that. Hey, what's that? What's over here?
But that's only part because you can't see the rest of the Turtles display because we're behind it. Because like the Super 7 and a bunch of vintage stuff is down right in front of me. So
it's all right. Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. All right. All right.
Not terrible. You can remove the cape of Masterverse Skeleton.
We're talking
Mattel, so
they're coming to get us.
Yeah, something screwy is going on with this website. We're talking Mattel, so it's killing the live stream. It's killing the website. I think my kid fell sick at home. They're like, I'm not feeling good. No, dang Mattel. Okay, I'm going to click this, and if there's nothing wrong with the website, I'm going to...
The site or the forum?
Oh, yep. It looks like it's just spinning.
Is it? Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, well. Y'all here. Y'all, we're hanging out
We're here, yeah.
You don't have to go look at pictures. Oh, it just loaded. But, yeah, it looks a little bit slow. Oh, yeah. That's happened several times. Filmation head. One more time.
Skeletor?
It gotta be, right? And again, I don't mind doing that again because I kind of like the look of it.
You're cleaning all this shit up when we're done here.
Before you leave, you're cleaning up your room. That's my favorite. I think that works best.
The hood as it comes down to the armor on there. I like that a lot. It may be a little big, but
I think it's only because it doesn't pop down as far, so it's floating up a bit.
You know what would be extra perfect is if they did an Origins version of the Filmation Skeletor head that you could put on that body. Now that is a reach, but
Mattel,
come on.
You know you wanna, because Origins, as fast as they are burning through the characters and stuff, you think they got to come back around to the mains again in different forms,
in different ways. Yeah. I mean, you've got the vintage variants, of course, but Mattel has never made Filmation figures except for those first few in classics before they dumped it off
Super 7, and they came back and went full vintage. Yeah, that's my favorite. Oh, is it still locking up? Oh no, there we go. Oh, plus the cloth cape.
The cloth cape? Cloth cape isn't good. So
that's okay. Nobody wanted to watch me switch this out. Yeah, the cloth is not good. It's very old school.
Here is another damned one. I would be more inclined to try the classic Skeletor cape.
How far does it stick up? It's gonna pop. It's gonna be weird between. See, I said Mattel. Damn, I said it again. That's why the internet keeps going out. I don't think it's gonna. Well, I don't know.
Gonna give me enough
clearance,
tolerance. Yeah.
Crazy Clarence, the trailer king. that was a local commercial when I was a kid. Yeah,
crazy Clarence,
the trailer king. And then it was Carpet Cabin, Highway 71 South, come Carpet Cabin. He'd play a harmonica right after that. It's funnier.
We had one.
Grew up with that.
3, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it pushes the cape out,
and it pushes the head up.
Yeah,
it doesn't really work with the plastic cape from
classic Skeletor. Well, it was a thought since we were getting every other figure off
we've
the
destroyed
shelf.
your display. We'll have to do that someday too. Go through your display on.
Yeah.
Am I leaving the Filmation head on here?
The hell you do.
That's going back in the main display. And then we get back to this, and it just seems okay.
Yeah.
Is this EFX deep fake or are you too real?
I'll never
Do you want to deep fake this? I'm deep faking his robo. Yeah. There's no evil plan.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to build a bear.
Yeah. I'll be doing that this week sometime.
Yeah, we're gonna.
But you have yours up here.
I do.
Look at this kick-ass pose for Ursula Major that somebody did.
I'll tell you, I love that Build-A-Figure. That's awesome.
Only you can prevent forest fires. That's the second time I made this joke this weekend.
Well, we couldn't find the hat for you.
Yeah, we need a Smokey the Bear hat. You shut your mouth, Earl. Flock him when he's not looking.
I'm glad that said flock.
Here, look, I can hold it by the weapon and it's going over here. Oh man, third time's the charm. Oh no, Origins Prince Adam is the same head. At least the Origins Prince Adam he is over there. It's the same head as what I have on there. As the He-Man head, the alternate He-Man.
Yeah, because
This is never leaving this body again.
One, or is this one different?
Oh shit, you gonna open that up?
Wait,
that He-Man head over there is the same. Oh no, he's got his mouth open more. It's kind of more angry, but
wait,
it's the
is that
same.
one gritting teeth?
Yeah.
Okay, so
there's that one, but it's the same facial structure and hair.
Maybe I've got these like swapped around or something on here. I don't know, because here's this one that's currently on the battle armor figure. Here's his mouth open.
Oh yeah.
I think this is the battle armor.
He kind of looks surprised.
I'm flying.
Did you just pop my head off? That one doesn't work as well. This one looks
expressions.
This one looks like a meme.
Yeah.
What cartoon? It's reminding me of some animated series that I've seen.
Masters of the Universe.
Not that one. Oh no, it's Hunger for
Aqua Teen.
Aqua Teen.
Oh.
That's one of the facial.
Carl.
Is that one of Carl's skull head or facial expressions?
No, you don't. I am the most powerful man in the universe.
No, this one works perfectly. I want to see this one cast and repainted.
There you go.
I'm down for that. Somebody with skill cast that. And
Skills
repaint it.
with a Z.
Because there's the original.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard it.
Mm. There. Man the billows, man. Bellows.
We've lost all wind.
What's going on? Yeah. That's flocking great. You're darn right it is.
By the power of propane.
That's Skeletor, right?
He-Man's got a narrow urethra.
Yeah, narrow urethra. That's King Randor with cotton swines. I'd watch that.
Yeah.
What you doing, Taylor? Women's work? Because he does kind of sound like Skeletor.
How about Masterverse DC superheroes since they crossed over? That ship has sailed. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Todd's doing his thing.
So what do you? That's we got more than enough He-Man figures.
Yeah.
Didn't plan to have this many He-Man figures laying on this table. By the end of this.
Yeah, but there was a lot to go through and talk about, and I appreciated some of the suggestions brought, because I don't know if I would have even picked up an Origins figure.
Think about it. If I take these home and do a full-on review of them for YouTube, I don't have the Origins. Yeah, that's another thing too. Oh, my pretties. Plus, you have all the extra parts. I don't have Origin figures or anything.
You don't have any Origins figures?
Just those 2 initial San Diego, which I guess would work for
He-Man transform.
He-Man.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have been able to do all the swaps. So during the review, as much as some people will hate it, I'll be like, no,
go check out the live stream.
Go check out the live stream.
Go burn 3 hours.
Yeah. 3 hours. Didn't even. Oh man, time flies when you're playing with toys.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I killed Fitty Horde.
I killed Fitty Horde. God damn it.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Dang on man, man.
Sneak the flog figure. Oh no.
He took it away.
I took it away.
It's over there.
Quick, attach Skeletor's feet to his knees.
No, that's what you need to do. It's like you need to take a classic Skeletor, put the Origins thighs on him, and then put the feet on there.
Yeah.
Man, we are the crossover event, just waiting. It's like there's money to be made out there, Mike Judge and Mattel. So your powers combined. Because like a spoof series.
I think I go over well.
Pretty hard. God damn it. That's funny, and that's a digress.
yeah, which usually happens right at the end.
God
dang it, Orko.
Orko would be about the same height as Cotton, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Bobby,
yeah.
By the power propane. I tell you what. I predict Masterverse Battle Armor He-Man will have a better. That's yep. That's exactly.
Agree.
Yep.
Because they like to do that more vintage styled He-Man head with the battle armor stuff. It seems, so.
And then
because they did that with Origins, and that Origins classic He-Man head came with the battle armor figure.
Oh, gotcha.
That's why. That's the main reason why I got it.
And then you end up having to buy 2
to
put a better head on the old one. Yeah, it's all marketing. I feel like that's the master plan. The
Masterverse plan. Yeah,
Masterverse plan.
And you're out.
Yeah, I'm done. Mic drop. So, I mean, I appreciate. Are you ready to end it?
Yeah, I think we have punished these fine people for far too long today. At this point.
Plus, I gotta clean this room before I can leave. I gotta put your toys back. But yeah, we appreciate everybody coming by, watching us open up some new toys.
Yeah,
brand new toys. I like that this was. I didn't have a lot of preconceptions.
I don't think this would have worked nearly as well through the.
Oh no! When I'm looking at the screen, going, "Hey,
yeah, look at that.
What's going on there?"
Yeah. So I'm glad we got to do this here for sure.
Well, I said not coming with no thoughts. I had thoughts.
Because how do you know?
I don't know until I get them in my hands.
Yeah.
In my hands.
Well, so this was a good in-person way to go about doing this,
and this is much more fun.
Yeah,
I'll be back up next weekend.
Yeah, but we'll return to normal form in the normal format. I think for most of them. But this was a kind of a good trial. First time in the same place to run one of these, and it works. It has a different dynamic. The 5 face-off might be fun to be doing in person. Like this too. So
we've done that.
Yeah,
we
maybe
in person. But this gives me ideas. If shows come back around and we start doing those again, this is what we're going to do. We're going to live stream what we saw that day instead of
Instead of recording it.
Through, and then me editing until
Yeah.
when we're going to dinner. Not right
not.
now. I am not done.
Yeah.
So from Gus Zool, say you had gone. Wait, what happened? Did we say something and I missed it?
Oh, is that a Skelegod thing?
Oh,
are you a god?
Zool.
Then die.
If somebody asks you, you're a god.
I've got Gozer and Zool back there. Yeah.
There we go. Fwoosh After Dark in the daytime. There's no hotel room though. No bed.
God damn it.
It's not quite like a show.
Flocking and Fwoosh
flocking. Oh, and look, it killed it right then.
You dumbasses.
I went right into the dark thing, the hotel rooms, and yeah. YouTube thinks it's too, or your internet thinks it's too hot to handle on the internet. Yep.
Yeah, too hot for
no pillow chocolate. No chocolate pillow.
But yeah, anyway, I think we'll. I know next Sunday is a holiday, but I think we can probably still get.
Oh yeah, it is 4th of July.
So we'll see. I think I should be available for that. So we'll see, because we're definitely wanting to keep the regular schedule going forward.
Yeah. Sunday live streams are fun. I mean, and it's during the day. It's a little different than my usual live stream schedule of late at night. You know.
Yeah.
It's something to do on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Laid back. But yeah. So next Sunday, probably not Masters, huh?
No, we'll get something.
Okay.
Whatever's popping.
But yeah, again, I'll say it again. I never know how to end these things because it's so hard to say goodbye.
We're working on bumpers, so that's going to help with this whole process.
Yesterday. Yeah, and plus, well, you know me. I don't like saying bye. I used to think, oh,
you're from the Midwest. It takes you an hour to leave.
I used to think I don't want to get on the phone because I'm going to be on there for hours. They talk forever. I realized it's me, and it only took 25 years for me to realize that. But yeah, tomorrow, Monday Fwoosh Live is 9 p.m. Central. Same channels, same stations. Review of these may be Tuesday. If not, it'll be next week.
Yeah, and then we'll have something. We'll have something special later in the week too.
Well, if Veebs lets me take them home, and then the Marvel Legends wave,
yeah.
And then Friday's the weekly, or Saturday's the weekly.
And we may have something special coming this week too, as yet announced, unannounced.
There may be an interview stuff thing.
Yeah,
but okay, yeah, we'll see you later,
and catch you on the.
Oh yeah, we'll catch you on the Fwoosh. I always forget to say that live.
Why do I have to remind you of your line?
I know, because I've said it a million times. Later, everybody.
Bye.